There we go. Recording's on. So NVIDIA, we have yesterday's low. We have the low of a couple of days ago. Those look like they're in play. And then the further low a few days prior. And we got the high a few days ago. Or well, rather, this one. This is a low previously. All right, let that sit. AMD. Everyone seems excited about AMD today, but let's see. So previous day's low is pretty obvious. We got the low of 2 days ago again. Pretty obvious levels, traumatic levels. Let it get to those and then we'll see. Oh, we have this one. This is interesting. We have this big low here, right? Whatever that is, that's huge. And we'll see. Tesla. Wow, what a fantastic sell-off. I mean, this is the stuff dreams are made of. I trade this every day. I wish I traded yesterday. It would have been great. All right, so yesterday's low and 2 days ago, same old thing. And let's see, what else do we have? We got a further low down there. That's very firm support. Look at these tweezer bottoms here. Right there, 415.50, let's say. Very firm support. If it gets there, expect a reversal. Wow, Amazon as well. Everything. Just drop all these levels by 5%, and that's all you need to do, really. What do we have? This is interesting. We got, huh, very curious here. You have the closing price yesterday or 2 days ago, which is also the bottom of this huge candle. It's where buyers were. If it claims that, it's probably going to go up. And how far up? Well, yesterday's low. It's the next target. And on the downside, what do we have? Don't see a whole lot. Got a wick there. It's not too significant, really. This is really significant. See the resistance? And then gap up support. That's really far out. Anyways, let's see. And we have Meta. Yesterday's low, again, very much in play. Right about where it is now, at the bottom of this big wick. Big buyers came in over there. That's interesting. What else is in this area? I don't see much. This candle is interesting. Look at these two. Support, resistance. I mean, how much more obvious does it get than these two candles right here, side by side? That's a big one. And that is what, 589, basically about 590. It's already bouncing off of that 590. That's a very obvious level. Other than that, I don't see much. I'll just put these lines out of the way. Just let them be. All right.
Did you look at Apple and that 246 level?
Yeah, just a moment. Let me just get this Google one done and we'll look at that real quick. Google, we have the low here. Well, actually, this candle is the most interesting one after the gap. And you have this support right here. That's where it is now. I'll put that low. All right, let's look at Apple. What are you looking for? 246. Yeah. Okay, let's get this out of the way. It's weak. So what's below? You can see here, this candle is interesting because it pushed down, it closed where, well, it found buyers here, and then it gapped up and it went further up. And look at that. So this level, 246.26. That's very obvious level, actually. Yeah, good call on that.
I'm waiting for this pullback right now, and if it starts diving again past it, I'm going.
Nice. Yeah, 247 through 246.20-ish. Cool. It's all very weak, so all right. Cool. I'm actually seeing a lot of movement already. Again, lots of scalping opportunities already in play. Apple is the key one for sure, more than anything else, and AMD strong. How many people shorted AMD at the open and already stopped out? I mean, so many. Everyone's interested in shorting it today. But wait for the bigger moves. That's at least what I'm doing. You always find that stocks are very volatile at the open. The moves look big in the first 15 minutes, but that's only the small one. The big one is the second and third move of the day. Those are the ones I try to catch. So let's see. Beginning to like the look of Meta here. Not genuinely weak though. Now AMD, I'm interested for it to pull back and retest this 118.50 area. If it does, it's a good setup for you see this consolidation breakout. It's already done the breakout. Let's see if it retests and go again. Then you get the big move up through 120 and up. That's the one. That's the big one. Apple, look at that right there. That's your level, Shane. Perfect bounce. Fun.
Yeah, I'm not looking to reverse it though. I'm looking for it to continue to break the level and keep continue down
Hmm. Yeah, wait and
below the
see.
VWAP. But yeah, you're right. It is a good reversal back up to
Yeah,
pre-market high.
it could go either way. Don't know. Anyways, whenever you take a trade, plan your stops, plan your risk. So if you do stop, it's okay. It's a stop. It's a loss you could afford. That's what keeps you in this business. Oh man, Nvidia. Crap. Again, that tweezer bottom setup very close to the level. Oh, what is Nvidia doing? I might go long Nvidia pretty soon and then trail the price because it's very, very bullish. You know what the buyers are. Has to make a new high. I like this. You see this hammers? If this truly closes as another hammer, the second candle doesn't look like it will, but if it does, above 130 is the entry, and there's room to the left on these wicks. See, that hasn't been here in a while. And then just trail the price going up, and it could go up forever. That's interesting. Oh boy. I get nervous these days when I trade early. Just not used to it anymore. But if the setup is there, you must take it. That's called a trade book. Okay. Well, this candle's about to close. I see twin hammers. Oh man, I'm gonna have to trade this thing. Oh, it's a $2 contract, very cheap. Okay, let's see what I can do with this. I'm waiting for a genuine new high, basically a push up through 130 is where I would enter this. Kind of hoping it doesn't do it because I know it's a setup I like, but I'm a little nervous about this one. Okay, you get the bounce off of that level. That gives me confidence to put the stop below the level and the entry above 130. Let's see. Uh-oh. But before I do that, I'm gonna take Apple long. Apple's a much better setup than Nvidia. What the hell? Go, 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 go. There we go. Got the size. Now I got the size. Okay. Whoa. And crap, I gotta watch both. So I'm long Apple. Oops. I might get long Nvidia as well. I gotta put stops in place for both. This is not what I like to do normally, but the setup is good. The Apple just goes. I don't have to think about much else. Nvidia is almost there. Again, break of 130 is where I'm going. Come on. Amazon is good too. Oh man. Crap, what do I do with all this? Okay. So I'm gonna dump Nvidia because Apple's good. I mean the setup's good and the setup on Amazon's even better. Better focus on the bigger stuff. Where's the stop on Amazon? Where's the exit on Amazon? Trail the price. Always trail the price. It's a very cheap contract. So the entry was earlier actually a new high. If I entered, I'd be in the loss now, but still not at a stop, which is great. Still gives me an opportunity to get in. Very interesting price action. Still haven't got a stop in place for Apple. Let me put that in place properly. Otherwise, it's going to be very complicated. Well, there we go. Okay, stop in place for Apple. Now paying attention to Amazon. Take a big size on this one. This is very cheap. All right, there we go. Take 300 contracts here for Amazon. How do you map this candlestick? Can't even map it. I have to keep a wide stop for now because I'm struggling with mapping this contract, but that's okay. I will tighten it up very soon. Okay, Apple better stop because that one's going the other way. Was it 246 on Apple? Oh, yeah, no, that's not working. That's very strange, actually. All right, Apple either stops out or goes. Actually, that's looking back on it now, it's not very smart. What I saw was the hammer at the levels that I like, entered the new high. Saw room to the left is good, but the mistake I think I made was that this hammer happened after a big candle in the opposite direction, which is not a convincing hammer. So it's not as good of a setup as I had envisioned. Well, that's why there's a stop in place, right? Make a mistake, you don't blow up. And Nvidia didn't do the setup. All right. Google's the next one. Look at that. Breakout retest. I'm waiting for the completion of the retest. All right. There we go. More over trading. More and more and more. So Tesla, Meta, these are complicated trades, guys. Be careful with them. Everyone's excited about Tesla, but look at that mess. Let it get out of this area before you get involved. Go on Amazon, I want to add in somehow. Don't know how. Freaking don't know. My strategy doesn't have a good recipe for adding to positions at the moment. I have to refine it. Anyway, all right. Anyone catch anything? That Apple short, that ORB was good up front. AMD, nice big bullish action right up front. That was good.
Got stopped out at Tesla.
Yeah, that makes sense. Huh. Well, that's what stops are for, keep you in the business. I always get excited whenever I stop out because I'm like, yes, I didn't blow up. I can still take another trade, you know? So it's always a good feeling. I've blown up enough accounts to know that it's a good feeling not to blow up. Put it that way.
Morning, Avi.
Morning, morning. How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. How about you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Trying to lose some money, that's all.
We'll get it back.
Yeah, you never know. Well, the market is a gold mine, right? So always opportunity. I want
Mhm.
Google. Google's really interesting, guys. The setup for me here is if it prints a bullish candle off of this level, and then the new high would be the entry. So probably around 187, I think. If it does all that. Could do that. Could not. I don't know. But that would be really good.
AMD has been just killing me doing this same price action it's doing today. breaks out of the 5 minute range, makes a new high at the new level, but then when it pulls back to try to
Mhm.
use that as support, it just crashes through and stays in the range, and that's what it's been doing for weeks
Yeah.
now. I about had to take it off my list yesterday. I was a little agitated.
If it's triggering you, take it off your list. That's important. That's really, really important.
I'm short MU. I don't know.
MU, all right. What is it in play today? MU, let's
I
have a
don't know. I just I got in around 84.61. So let's see.
okay. Make sure you have a
10
strategy.
con 10 contracts. It's
All right.
oh okay.
Make sure you
I
have
don't
an
know.
exit strategy, either a stop or a profit take. I mean, your exit strategy is important.
84, 84, 83.90. I'll
Hmm.
take half of it. And
Fair enough. I'm thinking to stop out on both of these trades right now because, well, anyways, they're gonna hit my stop in a moment. There we go. Apple hit the stop. That's good. And Amazon. Okay, good. Phew, they're going the other way. Wow. Look at
I,
Amazon. Holy crap.
I took the ABCD on Apple, but it just hasn't gone anywhere yet.
Yeah, Apple's a mess. It's really messy. It's actually telling you both signals, long and short. I didn't see the short. I just went long. That was silly. But yeah, it's giving you both signals for now. All right, time to sit and wait. The opening volatility stuff isn't over yet. It's a damn shame because the Amazon setup was so good. Sucks when you stop out on a near perfect setup and all the bullish action and then boom, down. And that's why you have stops. Oh crap. Now look at Apple. I might have to retake this trade. If this becomes a very bullish hammer, I'll take the same trade again. Oh man. Tricky day, huh? Tricky already. And Meta looks good too for the breakout. If you guys like the breakout, it's doing it right now, pushing down. I will, of course, wait for the retest. All right, Apple. Here we go again, Apple. Look at that. That's very bullish action. Which contract is this one? 245. I can't take 245, can I? 247. This is a very bullish hammer. If it makes a new high above it, like in this area, 247.50, I'll be going long here. Oh, today's Friday. Crap. You know what? Let me quickly look at next week's contracts. This could be good. Yeah, you know what I'll do? I'll trade next week's contracts. Much better. I can survive these pullbacks, or rather hold it for longer. So that's the strategy. I'm not trading zero DTE at the moment, just next Friday's expiry. So Google doesn't want to go. Meta wants to go. Amazon wants to go. Tesla wants to go. Everything wants to go down. This is really interesting price action. I'm finding things a little difficult to read, but it's interesting. There's a lot of opportunity, a lot of scalping opportunities so far for sure. One of these is going to set up really well. Just watch. With all the scalping going on right now, something's going to set up soon. Just got to keep an eye on it. Let's see. Tesla. There we go. Want to bounce? Hmm. And I still like the look of Apple, I gotta say. As long as it makes a new high, ideally within this candle, that's the opportunity.
Yeah, you're starting to get orders building up at 248.
Yeah, that makes sense. The buyers are very firm underneath Apple. Very, very firm around the 246 area. I mean, they're not messing around here. There's a bit of a double bottom on Microsoft, but not clean. Amazon as well. I'm beginning to see the buyers taking charge. See that? The bottoms are getting higher. This could shape up into a decent looking double bottom. It's not ideal, but it's getting there. Let's see. Google's very similar. It's almost identical to Amazon. Tesla's a ripper. Wants to go down, then wants to go up. Let's see. Christmas, huh? The Tesla's curious. Seriously, above the 428 area, Tesla would be great. Not a super long, that would be. Really, if it breaks this whole area up here, about 430, man. AMD also looking for that setup consolidation here, breakout, doing a retest now. Oh man, AMD for a long. Just gotta remember to trade next week's contracts. Much safer. Keep an eye on Tesla, guys. That's behavior is totally changing. It's very interesting. There you go. It was indecisive, mostly weak, but I'm seeing this candle, the way it's forming, the buyers are super aggressive.
I think it was a retest for the previous all-time high. There
Tesla?
have been, yes, there have been quite a few retests for the all-time highs because it was nearly 414 in 2021 or 2022,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah. Further back. Yeah. I see that. Oh,
Yeah,
you're looking at back there. That
yeah,
makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And you can see it's also finding support right where the buyers were for this past rally, recent rally.
yeah.
They're defending their price. Same thing. Same idea what you're talking about. This is a good one. I'm waiting for the breakout, then I'll get involved. Oh man, what the hell do you do with Apple? Like seriously, Apple just, oh, I don't know what to do
Gotta
with
break
Apple.
even.
Get out of Apple. There.
Yeah.
AMD long.
I'm more inclined to agree with your long here.
Yeah, that's making sense now. Oh, goodness. Okay, Apple long, AMD long, Nvidia long, Tesla long, everything's going up. It's just a matter which one is setting up. AMD is close to a good setup, but not ideal. I gotta wait. Apple looks very good for the setup. I might actually do it now. Just gotta
I
wait.
just see Apple ballooning over 248 and then stagnating again.
Yeah, it could. I mean, it probably will if it pushes that far, push $1 from here and then stuck. Okay, taking 100 contracts here on Apple. The stop has to be below the previous candle. Oh, this is nice. Not trading 0 DTE. That just de-stresses me completely. I like this. All right, for now, I'll put the stop where it needs to be, and then we'll see. Below there somewhere. Was it 390? All right. So this is basically equivalent size to the previous trade, just about. Okay, so that's Apple. Let it run. Um, AMD wants to go, but it's not convincing yet. All right, so Tesla, yeah, breakout retest. That's where I get in. Um, Nvidia, I think would be the same thing. Whoops. Yeah, breakout retest. That's the only way to do this. Meta is interesting because it's done the breakout to the downside. It's doing a retest now. You can see it's rejecting that level almost precisely. It needs to print one bearish candle, then the new low is where I'd get in. It's not doing it yet, but if it does, that's a good one. Let's see. It's all very interesting. Told you trading into the holidays can be tricky, but it also provides a lot of volatility. I like the look of Meta. Hopefully it sets up nicely. And then we go. Oh, I stopped out on Apple? What the hell? You see that the stop was too tight. Oh man. All right. I had the stop in the wrong place. I made two mistakes on Apple so far. Two trades, both of them weren't managed properly. The first one, the setup wasn't there. The second one, the stop was in the wrong place. All right, let's go. Sit and wait. Yeah, Meta is interesting. Take a look at this, guys. You got a good example here in Microsoft. You see it hitting the level and bouncing, right? But these highs are getting lower. It's making a bit of a downward wedge, which is setting up for a breakout to the downside. Contrary to it looks like it's bouncing and going up. This is where a lot of people get messed up. This is setting up more for a breakdown than anything else. All right, Meta. I'm gonna get ready for the short here. 580, 590. There it comes. Here it comes, Meta. So if this candle closes bearish, yeah, it pretty much did. Good. The new low is the entry if it does a new low. Oh, Tesla, Nvidia, all going, all going. Who's in this? Whoa. Is there news today at 10 o'clock? Anyone know?
Michigan numbers of some sort.
Hmm. That shouldn't be too important. It's just Michigan, right?
It was 3 stars. It was the only thing 3 stars on the trading terminal thing.
Hmm. Okay. Well, let's see. Because things are weird.
Nvidia looking pretty slim to the top side, but if they want to go up there with low volume, they can get there.
That's what I mean. Volatility during holidays can be very volatile because the volume's not really there. It's easy for the price to move in a volatile way, not in a trending way. It's kind of weird, but low volume, get bigger spreads. Think of it that way. I'm talking about the big players, the trillions of dollars that are normally here, but today they're not here. AMD might be ready for long.
Yeah, seems like everything going up.
Yes. Yes, it does, but without a setup, you can't take it.
I exit my short and then I'm long again.
Make it easy. Make sure you got to set up whatever you're doing. Even if it's going up, don't go chase it because it's going up. Make sure it sets up. That way you can manage your risk. That's the key.
I have you said that every coin, if you flip, you have 50-50 chances, right?
Yeah, but what coin are you flipping?
Well, any coin, just I'm saying about the coins, not about the trading. Well, so if you have like 100 chance to flip the coin and you have 75 head and 25 tails, it could be, right? It's not 50-50.
Think of the coin as your strategy. Every time you execute your strategy, that's how it should work. But if you
But I
don't have
can
a
tell you
strategy,
why I flip. If you go to MU, then I can tell you my strategy.
okay. Just a moment. I'm just keeping an eye on something here, and then
Oh, okay, sure.
I might take a. Oh man, I might take something here. Just because it's really a good setup now it is compared to 15 minutes ago. 120, 119. 118. There we go. Okay, we got. Okay, so I've taken AMD next week's contracts. Wow, this is nuts. 306, I think. Okay. AMD, I like the look of it. I'm beginning to like Google. Can't be so sure yet. Apple's doing exactly what Microsoft did yesterday, so I might take that again. I can't believe I missed the Apple trade yesterday, man. That was a good one.
Every
Yeah.
time you come, it drops. So
Every time what, sorry?
I'm saying that today Apple is against you. So
Oh, that's it, man. I'm gonna make money on it, go buy an iPhone, and then they'll be happy, right? I'm not gonna sit here and just take it. Yeah, I don't. Probability business, right? All probabilities.
indeed.
Apple's. What the hell is this thing doing? It's so, uh, it's confusing me actually. That means I shouldn't take it. It's a good sign not to take the damn thing. Right now, it's behaving exactly like it did when I entered earlier. It's identical, which is the setup, as in that's the setup, right? Just because you stop out doesn't mean you shouldn't take it. So let's take it.
I got a good run. Mhm.
Sorry, 3.9. I think the stop's in the right, man. It better be in the right place this time. 3.8, I think, is a stop. Anyways, I'll tighten it up as it goes. Was it 3? What? 0.8. Okay. So Apple and AMD. Okay, two long positions. Nvidia breakout, Tesla breakout, Amazon breakout. Somebody catch some of this, man. Google. Oh shit. I have to take Google as well because that's a setup. That's like just like very good setup. One, two. Oh, where is it? What the hell am I looking at? Uh, no, it's not perfect. It's a good thing I looked at it. It's not perfect. It's close, but it's not great. All right, let's look at MU. What are you trying to say? What's your strategy here?
Harry,
My
what are you looking
strategy.
for Apple? What's the target?
No target, just go with it.
Just go with it, 248.
I don't know, just go with it. You know the exit strategy, right? I changed it where I just
I
follow
know. Yeah, yeah.
the price. So in the next
I-
pullback, I'll move the stop up. The next pullback, I'll just
yeah.
keep pulling the stop up until it stops me out. Or that's the exit strategy. It's either stops or profit. I don't care. But I'll just keep following the
Okay.
price. That's the whole point.
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
Who took
Thanks.
Google? Yeah, take Google, Tesla, Nvidia. Freaking go long everything right now, guys. No, don't do that. But Tesla is perfect. If you like breakouts, it's good. What the hell? Smartphone. It's got this. I don't know. Anyways, sorry. What were we saying about MU? What's your strategy? What's your coin toss?
I have a level here, 84.61. So I thought if it going down, I just got in for the short here. And then I was targeting 84 to get 50% off. And then when it didn't actually go lower than that, I got to step out when it was going up around 84.50, half of it. And then when it went to 85 and it holding 85, then I took long to 86.20. Yeah, so I got half of it out now, and maybe rest of them around like 85.70.
Okay. So you're trading off of levels. You're watching it for support or resistance. All right. So there's three possibilities at a level, right? It could be support, it could be resistance, or it could be a place where the price is happy to sit there and just chop around. So
Yeah.
you have to be able to identify which one of the three is occurring. And so to do that, then you must have very specific indicators to tell you, okay, now is a high probability for it to be support or resistance or to sit there. And again, that's based on your strategy. Everyone's strategy is different, all that stuff. So
All right. So if I look at the price action, if you see like the four candles, first four candles, it seems like it's going down, but when it's holding the price action and it's going like when you see the green candle taking over the red 80, like it seems like it's stopped right there.
right here, this green candle overtaking the red one.
No, the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a bullish engulfing, correct? And then it makes a new high. So if this is your confirmation that now
Off the
everything
left.
should be, yeah, off of the level, it's confirmation that it's now bullish off the level. Okay, that's great. Take it. I think that's fine. So, but you can see the bullish setup. I mean, on a bigger perspective, there's a bottom here, a higher bottom here. You can give it a bit of a double bottom setup with a genuine engulfing, whereas the low and the high, are outside of the previous candle and it's closing right next to its high. I generally don't trade these, but these are decent setups. And then you have a new high there. So yeah, the setup makes sense. It may not have gone right now, it has gone, but the setup is there. If the setup is there, you have to take the trade. So no, that's good. That works. But again, be precise about your setup, you know. And if it's
Can you
just
help
chopping
me
around,
to precise it more?
yeah. So like this one, this is pretty precise, but it didn't really complete until this candle, until it hit about 85 here.
I got in around 85.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what I would do. Pretty much. The setup is just about how I like to see it. So that's a good one. Then you have the reverse for a double top, and that works out as well. So the precision needs to be what's the setup and then what's the confirmation of the setup. Those are two very important things you must have. And then off you go. So that works. No problem at all. Let's see what you have further down. Yeah, so there's a bottom. Basically, yesterday's low finding support. And once it's find more support there, off you go. Yep, it makes sense. This makes sense.
Okay, one more things to say if you are
Mhm.
like, not busy.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here just watching this crazy market.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
One more thing, like I realized that I might have to do like what's your thoughts on that? Like if I have to have like 100 losing trades money in my account first rather than winning to have a like little profit on term of like trade, because I sometimes I feel like okay I lost a lot and the next when the trade's coming in I don't have enough money to take the contracts.
Well, what you got to think about is you want to survive the learning curve. That's the bigger perspective, the bigger picture, right? There is a learning curve to this business, just like there's any, and you just need to survive. So make sure you don't blow up, as in whenever you whenever you trade, make sure you have the ability to show up the next day. That means you have financial capital and mental capital, two important things to preserve at all times. That way you can show up the next day and the next day and the next day. Also, on the other side of it, I think it's generally unhealthy to have um, to give yourself a timeline of when you're going to be profitable or how you define profitable and all of those sorts of things. I think I'd just throw all that out the window. You got to understand when you're learning something like day trading, what's really happening is you're learning a new skill. You're going to make losses up front, and you know that. What you have to do is to be able to absorb those losses. So you never lose too big, and you can absorb them by having some sort of other income. You treat it like an expense, a new expense that you've put on in your life. And ideally, it pays back a few years down the road. Like I said, a few years down the road. then you're thinking of it correctly. You're not stressing yourself out. You're not putting too much pressure unnecessarily on it, and you can last however long you need to last to then slowly turn it into something profitable, and then you're in the game. So think of it that way rather than this kind of precision thing where I have to have a certain amount of cash and that's it, that's all I can lose and all that. Just it can't be the single thing in your life. You've got to have something else that's sustaining your life and your expenses while you learn. It's just like having a job in college. Think of it that way, right?
No, I feel like if you're telling me to think of 2 years ahead, I'm gonna be profitable. How? What I'm not, something I'm missing. That's why I'm not there yet. So how would I know if in 2 years I'm gonna be there? So what's my point is I'm trying to follow the strategy, and then sometimes the market, when it's just, you have too much losses. That
Yeah.
time it's hard to keep your, you know, whatever you have amount in your account is hard to keep them, because I usually don't like trade big sizes, right? So there is a problem. Even though if I, for example, if I may take like $150 per trade risk, so after 10, it's almost $15, like $1,500. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, if you can't afford it, then you got to size down. And if you're struggling emotionally after losses, then step away. Seriously, step away. Maybe for the day, maybe
No,
for
I'm
the
not.
month.
I'm not talking about emotion. I'm talking about how to get over. Like, what's the balance? Like, how do you get profitable? Like, what's the balance? Like, your winning rates are higher, or you just cut off your losses very quickly. You need two of them together.
You do need both of them. And the first priority is to cut your losers. Figure that out first. Risk management is the number one thing. First thing, nail that down before you do anything else. That's why you need a strategy, a setup, and then at least some basic trade management ideas. So at least start with that. Focus on risk management, really get that sorted out. And then you evolve your trade management, which is how long do you hold it? How far do you hold it? How do you hold and make your winners run? Things of that nature. But that's the second step. Yes, you do need both to make it in the long term, I think, but one step at a time. It's going to get too complex if you're trying to study a strategy and then study how to hold the strategy. I mean, you can't even figure out how to get the entry to begin with in the first year, even. Most people can't. I mean, I struggled with it for a couple of years. Um, so really, just what you got to do is manage your risk. Just focus on that. That's the number one singular thing, which is nothing more than wait for your setup. When the setup happens, then after you get the confirmation of the setup, then risk how much you can afford to risk, right? Like 1% of your account or however you like to calculate it, and get good at that. Just get really good at that. And once you start understanding setups, you're decently consistent with it, then you start thinking about, okay, now how do I make my targets way out there? How do I hold it for the target without taking a partial? Those things come later. And you do definitely need to be well-rounded to get them both going and to find genuine long-term sustainability. But but yeah, you gotta, one thing at a time. Risk management. Just really get that straight. Really, really, I'm serious, like get that straight. So that's the hard one. That's the one everyone struggles with. And that's why people blow up in the first couple of years. They get too greedy too fast. When I did that, I'm telling you,
Mhm.
I blew up too fast. Like early on, I even quit at one point. There's no way I'm going to touch the markets ever again. But no, here I am. Managed to survive, found a way to sustain myself, and here we are. You gotta, treat it as an expense. You're paying your fees, your college fees, that sort of thing. So it's a mindset, and then everyone's situation is different, So sizing is down to your personal situation. That's unique for everybody. I'm trying to manage these trades now. I'm moving my exits up. Who caught Tesla? I'm gonna be so pissed if Tesla goes and I didn't get it. Look at that. I was telling you guys, right? If Tesla breaks out here, it's gonna go. Look at that. All these beautiful white candles. Hopefully it pulls back again. We don't know. But there's a lot of good stuff in this. Amazon's the same thing. Google's the same. I was telling you guys to take Google, remember? Damn. I was about to take Google somewhere in this area and I didn't. I realized it wasn't a great setup, but yeah, it goes. Anyways, yeah, think of it. It's all psychology, really. Risk management. Don't blow up. Always have the ability to show up the next day. Just do that for like 4 years even. And then you kind of start figuring.
Wow.
Just don't blow up. Because you blow up and that's it. You're never gonna come back. I mean, I was lucky that I actually came back in the business somehow. But I did blow up. I blew up terribly, and now I'm here. So, you can recover even then, but you don't want to do that. I'm recommending don't go through that. That hurts. It hurts you and everyone who
So
depends on
out of 100 trades, for example, if I have like 150 for every trades, and then if I have only 20 winning rates, like 20%, then I would have to get more of the winning sizes. So it's hard. So you at least need like 40% or 50% to,
you. Yeah.
it's hard.
20% win rate, you have to have like 10-hour trades generally to be profitable, which is really hard. So you,
Really
you
hard,
don't want to
yeah.
put yourself in that situation. Try and get at least a 30-40% win rate somewhere there. At least if you can sustain that, then you're already in a good place to build on. If I was doing 40% win rate my first 2 years, I would be like a king, But no, it didn't happen. I couldn't do it. It was too much. So take your time with it, build it up, build it up, build it up. It's not a very easy business. So again, survive. Otherwise, the market will chew you up and spit you out. It does it to everybody. Really, it will. It's a brutal business that we're in. You really gotta. That's why I put all those boxing things in the course. Like it's like boxing. You step in the ring, man. You realize you're gonna get beat up. You're not gonna win every fight. You're gonna get beat up probably more often than you win. Can you handle that? If you can't, then you're in the wrong place. Like straight up, this is the wrong business. Go do something else. You really got to get used to that. You got to get beat up, then you got to go recover, then you got to get back. And that's how you stay. Ask Mike Tyson, he'll tell you all about that.
I've been trying to hold on to targets about the 4 to 5 hour range, and it's just not getting there. So a lot of my trades have just been break even or hold the stop loss out of frustration, and just not getting the target, or
You know,
which is good because I'm not taking partials and killing my position.
no, that's
I'm
good.
also not winning any trades because it's all come back to break even.
Well, that's a good thing because you're not blowing up. That's the first point. And the second point, that also means you're here to stay, as in you're surviving, right? And also think of
Yeah.
it this way. This is a game of probabilities, right? So it could be those in the game of probabilities, you have winners and losers. This could be the losing streak. That's all. Doesn't mean your strategy is probably wrong. It's usually not. It's just that reversion to the mean thing. It's just probabilities. That's how probabilities work. So most of the time that's the case. Most of the time you don't have to change your strategy. Like look at my P&L right now. I lost what, 3 or 4 trades in a stupid way. Two of them were actually quite stupid. But whatever. It's just a game of probabilities. I can't win every trade, and I know that. If I win one trade today, that's fine. You know. So think of that as well. We always think, okay, we got a perfect setup and we get into it and yeah, this is gonna work. We size up and we hold, but really even a perfect setup can easily stop you out. I mean, I'm in these positions now, could easily just get stopped out and no big deal. It may not be the day for me. It may be the day where I have to have my reversion to the mean and have a losing day. No, so what? If you can't accept that, again, it's like being a boxer and saying, "Hey, I can't take a punch, but I want to give him out, but I can't take it." Like that doesn't make any sense, right? You got to think of things in those terms. And then that's how you survive. And that's how you realize never to outsize your position. Again, mistakes I've made in the past. Don't outsize it. Size it in a way where if you lose it, it's okay. You can survive. You can still come back tomorrow or come back in half an hour or whatever. Those are very important things. Again, tough stuff. It's not easy stuff. This is not a simple business. I find it very complex. All right, time to move the stop up on Apple or the stop, move the exit to below this pullback. This is a wick. So now I'm better than break even on Apple. Give it a bit of room below there. Let's see if this runs all the way to to 250 and above. AMD, I want to move it in, but not sure where I can. See, this was the pullback. New high. It's still going. I gotta wait for another pullback before I pull it in. Who's in all these other ones? Nvidia, Tesla, Google, Amazon. My goodness, everything's just a ripper. Did anyone take Google? I was talking about it over here. Get long, but I didn't take it. Yesterday, 2 days ago, somebody took, I think a couple of you took Apple when I was saying it's gonna go, and it did, and I didn't take it, but you got it. So Google's one of those. Same thing. Twice this week now. Nvidia wants to go. Meta. You know what I'm interested in for a little later? Microsoft. this. This is resistance, breakout, retest, and off it goes. I'll take that entry around 433 if it does that retest and wants to start going. That'd be a lot of fun.
Apple is breaking above pre-market high.
Yep. I'll let it break. Ideally, it breaks, doesn't pull back, and we have one of those big ones.
Correct, yeah.
AMD is just gonna be another troublesome one, isn't it? Yeah. Freaking Google. Oh my gosh. Did
Hello.
someone take it? Please, somebody. Google. What a disaster. Look at that. Wow. This is a big move. Already it's a big move if you caught it.
I'm in
There
it.
it was. You're in it? Nice, 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 nice. Hold, hold, hold. Let it run, let it hold.
I'm
Meta.
long Apple since 246.73.
Nice.
Yeah.
46. Yeah, I see that. Nice. Oh yeah, Helen, you took Apple the other day too, right?
Yeah, my
Yeah,
new friend.
I'm exactly at 246.73 as well. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
amazing.
good.
You guys are all pro traders, man. I love it.
Oh no, we are not pro traders. I'm trying to cover the losses in the morning.
Same
The
here.
little monkey which I have in my brain, Abby, I wanna jump.
Monkey. You want to see monkey? Look at my charts. Like a monkey's trading. Look at this. Who loses like this? Garbage. Absolute
Well,
garbage.
you're gonna get a $50,000 trade and everything is okay.
Oh, I better get $100,000 at this point with this emotional capital being expended.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever. It's all good.
All good, all good.
What
Yeah.
do we have? We got some questions here. Dan, perhaps a meeting outside the open. Yeah, Dan. So, yeah, I put this up in the Discord, guys. Reach out to me whenever you want for one-on-one sessions. I mean, everybody in here can do that, of course. I offer that. So, anyways, now is a good time because it's Christmas. I'm not going to be trading. We're not going to be really paying attention to the market. So, there's more time for this sort of thing. And I'm not traveling over the holidays. So, take advantage. So, I already did one or two sessions today. So, let me know if anytime you want one-on-one, guys, just message me privately in Discord and we'll get on. No big deal. What do we have? Lauren, Microsoft, if you want to look at that. Yeah, I've been looking at it. There's a breakout if you like breakouts. I like to wait for the retest of this 433 area, and I'll be in that. Definitely want a piece of that today. I really want that. Okay, Apple, I can't move the stop or the exit tighter yet. That wick's a good one. Just survive above that wick, it's good. Okay, so Microsoft, here it is. Retest could be good. AMD, being a little dud. This AMD garbage. Better manage AMD a little bit and then take a look. Oh, I don't know where to put this. See, that's the pullback. That wick was good because it broke it out of this little consolidation area. Now it's looking to break through 120. So I'll put the stop below this candle here, or the exit below this candle, which is just a little below break even at this point. So off it goes. There you go. The plan is to survive and then thrive. All right, Microsoft. That's the $100,000 trade. It better be. It's Friday night, and I'm not trading until next year. Better not end the year on like a stupid loss. All right. What do we have? Apple.
Hello, Avi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Tommaso. What's up, man?
Yeah, all good, all good. I was listening quietly to your advices, which were quite interesting.
Cool.
Yes, I have a win rate around 40%, 41. So usually I'm looking for 5 hour average. The problem I'm having at the moment, I'm just really trying to get the right size and where do I add in to basically replicate what I was doing with stocks, which
Hmm.
was a bit easier to manage it exactly mechanically the 5 hour.
Yep. Yeah, I get that. I get that. It's harder with options for sure. I mean, there's more action, right? And
Yes.
so you got to give it, the way I do it is I give it more wiggle room. So I go with flexible risk. I allow the risk. I realize that there's a very bad spread. There's liquidity issues. I may not be able to enter or exit when I really want to. So I give
Yeah.
myself an extra bit of room, like plus or minus even 30% on the risk I'm willing to take, which is quite a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
So start with that kind of mindset. That'll help.
Yes, but then you should be flexible on the other side as well when you take profit. So minus and plus 30%. Otherwise, maths won't be the same.
Yes, exactly. And so here's one thing that I find works beautifully. I just
Yeah.
target massive R values, like massive. So, I mean, before I traded like this, where I'm just chasing the price or trailing the price, I would
Yeah.
look for like 3R, 5R, something big. Otherwise, I wouldn't even enter the trade because I would target that and, because when you get a big R value, then you can absorb all that flexible risk and the
Yeah,
commission,
correct.
all that stuff. So, and anyway, the best traders in the world do that. They're able to hold for massive targets, hold big size for big targets. I mean, why don't you do it?
Mm.
Do it like that? Do what the pros do. So that's the thinking. Try and
Yeah.
think like that. Try and do it that way. It's not easy. I mean, you can see I'm struggling with it, but it's the best way to do it if you can find a way to do it that way. That's the best.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And the other question, you don't have any shows to go for your kids, like Christmas carols, stuff like that, in
Yeah.
this period?
What am I gonna go sing? Oh man. Uh,
No, I
uh,
don't know if in school they
yeah.
have stuff like that.
Yeah, no, the school did all the Christmas stuff like 2 weeks ago when I was in Colombia and my kids' grandparents
All
were
right.
before they shut down the
Okay.
school holiday. But yeah, no, this is the last day basically from tomorrow onwards, well, from Sunday onwards. I'm with the kids through the holidays. So lots of Legoland and theme parks and camping in the desert. It's kind of cold now though. Yeah, just fun family stuff,
Y- Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Avi, the big 250 is coming on Apple, huh?
Yeah, but watch this thing pull back before 250. I bet there's huge liquidity there. Check your level two. I bet it's huge.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
Yeah,
be like
there is.
that.
It is. There is
Yeah.
actually.
And there you go. See, now previously I would have taken my profits here on AMD, remember? Like even last week, but instead I don't do that anymore. I'm just gonna move my exit to
Yeah.
below this big buyer here, this breakout. If it wants to come back, well, if it loses 120, I should be out of it. But anyways, I'm giving it room below that candle. So that's the strategy. And the whole thinking is ideally it just keeps running up. It could easily pull back, mess around for an hour at 120, and then off it goes again. Oh, look at that. Now it still wants to go. Okay,
Wow.
Apple. Oh man.
Apple, yeah, but 250, Avi, Apple.
Shit. What am I supposed to do here now? Take profits at 250 and call it. But
Oh no, it's breaking through. I mean, there's like 250. Level two is 250.23, 250.20.
you know,
And order stacked like 250.20.
even when I traded previously when I was trading level to level, even then I found that levels were more reliable than round numbers. I did use round numbers. You saw a lot of that, but levels are more reliable than round numbers. So I'm actually gonna struggle here now to ignore 250 and watch this thing pull against me quite significantly. And then ideally it runs to 300. I don't know, whatever it wants to run to. But I can't
300.
take the profits
The
here. It's
next
not
one
in my.
is 250, 252, Avi. That's the yesterday's.
If it's gonna do that, it's gonna pull back before it does that. No, that's for sure.
Of course, yeah.
So, gotta let it go. And look, you see AMD right now? If it was my old strategy, I would have been out of it there. But no, now it's going. Now I actually might add. I don't even know. Let's see. We could just run, run, run. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Avi,
Yeah. So,
do you mind going through again I mean, the setup of Apple? Just
yeah,
I mean, the thinking, yeah, below. I mean, I know you have a level there, yeah, but if you can go through, please, very quickly.
sure, sure, no problem. Apple. So basically, it came down and hit this level. This hammer was interesting to go long. I did make the mistake of going long here, and that's a mistake because this hammer, which is my setup,
Yeah.
actually happened right after a very bearish candle. And my setup says don't take it right after a giant candle. Wait. So waited all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And then after this hammer formed, now this is the real setup. This was the false setup. This one's messed with me. This is the real one.
Okay.
After this
Yeah.
form, then the new high of after this candle, which is right about here. The entry is right up here, basically the top of this candle. Stop loss below the candle or below the level, and that's it. You're in it.
All right.
I'm just trailing the price. My exit is just trail the price. There's no stop loss. It's just trail it. It'll stop me out if it wants to.
Ah.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the
Thanks.
setup. Nothing in it.
And you don't add in. I mean, you just go with the size and
I like to figure out how to add in. I haven't figured that out yet on this strategy. Right now, I'm just have an exit order, which is here, which all I'm doing is trailing the price. So right now, you see when it did this pullback, I put the stop below. When
yeah.
it did this one, put the
No,
stop
I
below.
get it.
This
Yeah.
pullback on the wick, my stop's below the wick. And now it's probably going to mess with 250 for a while before it hits 300 and make it a big day. How about that? AMD. Oh my God, what do you do with AMD?
Okay,
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
so I think Santa just gave a gift.
Yeah, right.
I was honestly last whole
Hmm.
week with my son attending all his parties and homework on Christmas, so I think Santa just gave it. Cool. Santa. Long live Santa.
You earned it, man. You earned it.
I know. Four
God.
dollars on Apple. That's like okay, cool.
Oh man, you're lucky you're earning it. I do the opposite. Like, my kids go to school and then I get a call from the school and other parents like, your kids are coming to school and saying that Santa doesn't exist. I'm like, yeah, I told them that. They're like, no, you can't say that to kids. I'm like,
Come
okay.
on, Abby, they are 6, 7 year old. It's okay.
The
Let it
school's
exist.
upset. I'm getting calls like, oh shit. So no, I'm not getting any Christmas. I know.
I mean, yesterday I did this homework with my son about Grinch and something, and it's like first I had to see the whole video, right? Like, what is this story? So
Mm.
20-minute video, and then I said, okay, let's sit down, let's do it. So I mean, yeah, 7, 8 years old, so it's okay. They can believe it.
It's
Let them believe.
pretty funny, isn't it, how it works?
I know.
Well, if I ask my son, do you believe in Santa? I was like, no, it's not real. Why do I believe in it?
Oh
Yeah.
my God, these kids
Smart,
are like,
smart kid. The
yeah.
problem is when the school is trying to teach one thing and then they're getting a different kind of exposure at home, and that's when there's a conflict. And that's when I get
Did
calls.
you did you guys notice that these kids are very decisive? Is that same with you guys? My son is like very decisive and clear. Like he
Mm.
would just pick things. And I said, like, young man, I am daddy. So you have to, he says, yeah, I know you, daddy, but this is not right. You don't understand. I'm like, okay,
Oh.
cool.
I guess there are
That,
phases of life, man.
Yeah, it's like 8 year old, and it's like, okay, buddy.
It's amazing. I don't know. Kids go through phases. That's all I've figured out so far. I don't know anything
Uh,
about kids. Just trying my best. Oh well.
yeah, learning by the day. Yeah.
So,
that day, my son is saving some money, right? So I told him, like, why don't you just invest from now on, like he's 8 years old, and then in 25 years you're gonna be millionaire. He was like, only? I said, yeah, 25 years after. I said, okay, then what are you gonna do? Said, okay, then maybe I can put half for my kid and another half for my other kid. I'm like, how many kids are you are planning to have? It's like, two. I'm like, you know what? Think about yourself first and then think of your kids. And he's 8 years old.
wow. Planning kids and stuff. It's amazing.
That's funny actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling my husband, can you believe it? He's thinking of kids and he now planning he would have two kids.
Yeah, nice.
And he's asking me if I can stay with him. I obviously want to.
You're gonna be taking care of the kids, watch.
Oh my God.
Kids, that's what they're gonna end up doing mostly. Dump the kids on you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the world is different generation to generation, isn't it?
So, Abby,
Yeah.
are you not going to consider this Apple 5 minute, which is printed right now?
Yeah, it's teasing me, man. It's really hurting. I should. I mean, typically most people would, but it's not my strategy. If I start doing this, make a habit out of this, I'm not ever gonna have $100,000 trade, right?
Well, okay.
You
You
know.
guys are missing AVGO.
Oh boy, here we go. Volatile stuff. Ooh, look at that. Volatility, and then so far a bit of a trend. Wow. Yeah, get some of this. Of course, I wouldn't trade this stuff. No way. But it's good. Nice. Listen, guys, while we're joking around here, we got Tesla, we got Nvidia, we got Microsoft, Meta now doing a big breakout. Even Amazon did it. Amazon's tricky now, but a lot of good stuff. I mean, the opportunities are endless. Should have put on more trades, huh? Nvidia would have been the one to take. Anyway.
Yeah, the video is really good.
Yeah. Oops.
ABCD rise it past yesterday's close
What's
on
yesterday's
a
close?
1 minute.
What are you looking at?
Nvidia, sorry, Nvidia.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nvidia's awesome. Just brilliant. Google as well. I might have to take a reversal on one of these. They just gone. Yeah, my trades are getting to difficult places now where it's harder to manage. But the strategy says hold, so gotta hold. Anyways, new levels here on Google. Let's see what it wants. Yeah, you can see that it's pretty much hitting that low here. Now look at this. Hit that level, reverse hammer. This is where people start getting excited about reversals. Oh, cool. All right, Apple. I'm gonna start paying attention to this. I gotta figure out my strategy. It's still not perfectly refined. Um, so the stop is below this big candle. This will do a pullback, push up, and then if this is a push-up candle, as in it has a wick on the downside, then I'll move the stop below it or the exit below it.
Yeah.
That's the strategy. Google's pushing up. Microsoft. I wanted to catch it, but didn't. It just, it's not my strategy. Did a perfect breakout. I mean, you guys could have caught this easy if you trade breakouts. And look at Tesla as well. I was waiting for it to break out, retest, but it didn't retest the way I like it, and then off it goes. And there's so many opportunities. AMD is just gonna go back to yesterday's action. Just let it
Have
run.
an interesting candle on Amazon for reversal, potentially.
Yeah, I do like Amazon. I mean, this is, but you see, here's the thing. This candle's happened after the candle in the opposite direction, which was huge. So I'm not gonna trust it. So wait and see if it makes a double top or something, or it could just get stuck there. You don't know, but it's happening at the right place. There's a level right there. So very, very interesting, right? I got an eye on Meta as well. Breakout retest. Again, same thing. If it sets up, what's up there? Wow, these levels are just far out. No, there we go. That's what's there. Just about 600. Wow. Okay, so wow, Meta probably mess around and then hit 600. Very typical. Let's see.
I'm afraid today's gonna be one of those days that Tesla
What's
pisses
up?
me off if we're getting out early.
Tesla? Yeah. This thing runs, man.
It's
I'm telling
crazy
you,
how greedy.
trailing the price makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's what I'm attempting to do here. Just trailing exit. And then, it's better. It's not perfect, but you can hold for longer. Hold bigger size for longer. I'm still now see I'm tightening my AMD exit. It's right below this candle, a little room right there. If it comes here, I'll be out, which is, a profitable trade. So, trailing the action is really important. Again, that's just the strategy I'm using now. You see what's interesting here? This push down made a bit of a wick, but it's pushing up beyond. So basically push down, push up is what I'm seeing, which tells me I should move my stop close to it, give it a bit of wiggle room because it is messy here at 250. Could easily just mess around, wick out, and then go, which is what happened the other day as well. Interesting, huh? A lot of good action. The opening was difficult, I think, but yeah, it's all good. You survive, and then you can play. You know what? My strategy says it should put it at wicks. So there's a wick there, chase the wick, chase the wick, chase the wick. This isn't really a wick. This is just, this is the subjective part and my strategy not being refined yet. So if I just put it below this one, that'll be fine. Could stop out, it could bounce, it could go, I don't know. So that would be down here. That's where the last buyers were aggressive, the most recent aggressive buyers, about 249. So below 249. That makes more sense on the strategy, which is really hard to do, but that's the strategy. All right. What else is good? Microsoft pushing Amazon. So look at Amazon. You wouldn't want to short this thing, right? Even though it's set up that nice candle, it's not perfect. You'd be struggling with it now if you shorted it. You wouldn't be sure if to get out or keep it. Very tough one.
All out in NVIDIA. It hit max ATR, so expecting a
Nice.
pullback here.
Nice job. Yeah, 133. You nailed it. Nice one. Wow. Microsoft just oof. I might think about adding on this one. AMD. I don't know. Stop is too far out for now. No, what is it? No, it's okay. It's okay. Take a look at
Hey
Microsoft.
man, I'm about to jump off, but just wanted to
Mhm.
say thanks for everything you've done this year. I know you're probably not going to be on next week. I don't think I'm going to be trading, but appreciate everything and happy holidays. And let's make $1 million next year.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you've liked it. Glad you're here and enjoying it. And have a great holiday, man. Reach out anytime.
You
We'll
too.
talk.
Awesome. Happy holidays, everybody.
Take care, man.
Biomer to you as well.
Happy holidays.
Hi, I'm dropping out as well. Happy holiday to you, Avi, and to all. And yeah, we talk soon.
Sure. Take care, man. Happy holidays, Marcel. See ya.
Thank you, Avi, and all. Bye.
Bye.
See you
Bye
guys.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, Avi. I'm afraid there's a mass departure here. I would hate to be a part of it, but I have to go plow some snow up in Michigan.
Oh
But
boy.
thanks a lot. I made $700 today, and appreciate your guidance. And I've got a lot to learn.
Awesome. It's good to
Take
have you.
care.
Yeah, take it easy. Happy holidays.
Thank you, and happy holiday to you.
So Apple has turned around, and so your strategy is that if it exits, it exits. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're not doing anything.
Uh-uh. This is
Are you
a
not
tough
going to
strategy,
move this?
man.
Are you not going to move this top now? The exit under this red bar, the last one, the 5 minute?
I want to. And look, this candle's about to close bullish any second now. When it closes, yeah, that's it. Now I know this was just a push down and then the buyers took over again. So, well, not took over, but at least they're over there. So I'm going to hold right below those buyers. If it drops there, basically drops this candle, I'll be out. If it was gonna look, if this setup is really interesting, let's say you have a level here, 250. If it was gonna be a reversal, it would have actually pushed down already and then go back up for a double top. This is not doing any double top sort of thing.
Yeah.
This is just found sellers. People, this is not even sellers. This looks more like profit takers, people from down here taking profits. And so it's just consolidating. When it's doing this, this is not a reversal signal. This is more a signal that might go up. It's just pushing its head up against 250, which tells you it's more likely to go up than down if it's going to go anywhere. So it's
Yes.
not a reversal signal at all, even though this was a tease. It's not. Just like the Amazon one. I mean, look at Amazon. This is, look at that. A lot of people shorted and got stopped out in the last 20 minutes. So many.
How about the Google? Do you think it's a short signal? Like, how do you figure it out?
No, Google, no way. Same thing. Same thing. First, they pushed up, it had this big white candle, and then the opposite candle, right? This was the reverse hammer, but it happened right after a giant candle. So that itself for me is I can't trust it. Secondly, after this happened, the sellers aren't able to take over and really push down. It's just
Mhm.
sitting there. It's just sitting there. This is not setting up a double top at all. This is just consolidating, and consolidation generally means
Wow. So
breakout.
you are only looking at 5 minutes, not anymore 1 minute or
Oh,
two
yeah,
minutes.
no way, no way. No, I can't look at that stuff. That drives me nuts. No, no, five
Okay.
minutes, then yeah, can't do 1 minute stuff. Cool. Missing a few things in the chat here, guys. Sorry, let's catch up here. We got someone named Trader. Part of the learning should be take your stops, wait for your setup. Last is wait for retest. That would be, yep, that's it, Trader. Absolutely right. Have a procedure, and that's the right procedure. That makes sense. Sarah, you're on Amazon. Nice. That one goes. Tommaso, you're gone too. Sarah's gone. Nathan, you're here, bro. Quietly looking like
What's
Maverick.
going on? Just lurking
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, bro. Put your helmet on. Uh, what'd you get into today? Futures? Anything fun?
Lost out on a trade on Russell's futures, but I haven't taken a stock trade in.
Hmm.
I'm starting to look at whether he's getting extended and seeing if an entry might be available.
Fair enough. Yeah, things are pretty much extended, consolidating, but I don't see any sellers taking over. Maybe Tesla, if anything, but I don't see sellers truly taking over on too much here. Actually, AMD, I want to add on AMD somehow. I don't know how.
Sorry, Abby. Do you use any sort of volume for your analysis?
No, no more. No more volume. They're all gone. No more volume bars, no tape, no nothing. It's just candlestick patterns at levels.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm really looking at this Apple, Avi. This one is very interesting, huh?
It is interesting. There we go. I got out of AMD. It stopped me. These contracts are weird. They're what do you call 1 day out. Oh, sorry, 1 week out, and they're more volatile than zero DTE. It seems like I didn't plan to stop out there. That's the second time that happened today. Stopped out in the wrong place. But anyways, got the exit. So that's the trade on AMD all done. Got in there and exited there. One trade that worked so far. Cool. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, Apple is in a bit of a happy place around 250.
Happy place.
Yeah. Remember that? The happy place trade doesn't want to go anywhere, just stays where it is. But I mean, seriously, if it drops
This looks like another bearish 5 minute candle. Don't you see that? I mean, don't you think that?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see there's sellers sitting at 250, but they're not taking over. I'm in
Like
it
a
until
third.
they take over, until they overpower the bulls. I'm in it. And think of the other side. Would you take a reversal here? I wouldn't. Not the way it's behaving like
No,
this. The
not
way.
yet.
Yeah,
No,
not
not
yet.
yet.
So I'm still holding the bullish position. Let's see. Maybe more buyers will consolidate and buy here. Maybe not. Otherwise, I'll get out anyways for a profit. So I'm not too worried about this one.
Yeah.
You can see AMD actually. This is the strategy with pretty much worked out. So the stop needs to be below the most recent pullback, which is this wick, which would have stopped
Yeah.
out on this candle. I gave it a bit of room and it stopped out right here on this candle. Okay, fair enough. That's the strategy. It's done. I got the move. Happy with it.
Yeah.
So that's the strategy. Nice and easy. Now I got to make up for the trades we didn't take. Google, Amazon, Tesla, Meta, Microsoft,
NVIDIA.
there's Nvidia. Look at
Yeah.
that. Just go long the Qs today and be fine. Qs probably did a lot.
Oh, Qs
Yeah,
would
look at
be
that.
awesome.
Boom. Look at that. Options on.
Imagine this 5 minute candle, the 511 one.
Yeah.
That
Just,
would be awesome.
this is $1 million trade. I bet guys like Umar Ashraf and all took this today.
Yeah.
This is $1 million. Still can't figure out how to do that. Anyways, Microsoft, what's going on? Indecision. You can see it hit a level, but it's throwing indecision, not sellers taking over. That's amazing. I should have taken the long earlier, man. But again, the setup's not there. You can't take it. You just can't take it when the setup's not there. You're not being fair to yourself.
Yeah.
Apple wants to go, doesn't want to go. What's it? Stop is in the right place, so let it be. Check out Tesla, guys. This is setting up again. Breakout, retest. This is not bearish. Sorry, yeah, this is not bearish. This is bullish. It's simply bouncing off, like breakout, retest. Here, the breakout, you can see the wick is basically the retest. You're seeing a retest. So let's look at what's next. If it's truly going to go up, what's next? 455. 450 is the obvious number. I would just use the previous day's high. And it's not beyond Tesla to get there.
Not at all.
Christmas stuff. People, every time Tesla goes down, what do people do? Buy another Cybertruck, and then the stock goes up. So wait 4 more minutes and might get an entry to go long here.
Wow. Look at
But oh man, look at Apple. Still going, still going, still holding, still holding. Keep going, 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 going. See, the thing about this strategy is you can let your winners run. If this runs to 300 and it doesn't stop out based on the candlestick pattern, I'll still be in it, which is a huge trade. So, I mean, that's the nice thing about this strategy. You got to let it work. If it works, it really is, it's how you make your winners really big. So
Yeah.
that's the nice part of it. So if you keep taking profits, then you never let it run, and then what's the point? The stupid mistake was earlier on this one. This was unnecessary. This 13, 14K loss. That was really unnecessary. Amazon, what was that? That
But
was
Avi,
okay. I don't mind that.
just a question. I think that
Mhm.
wasn't that a good setup? 5 minute good bullish candle, and I took it as well.
The
And
first one on Apple,
the first, yeah,
you
but the
know,
only thing you are saying is the previous candle that was really
yeah,
good.
that's the
Okay.
problem. If I had paid attention, I would not have taken it. This was
Ah,
me not paying attention to my trade book. If my trade book says if this candle is like this, a giant candle, then you take the hammer as a reversal. Don't take, you can't trust it. It's not ready to go yet. It got ready
uh,
to go. You see, after this hammer, this happened not after a giant candle, after a little bit of consolidation.
that's a very good point. Actually, I'll make
Yeah.
a note of.
That's why I don't take it. And again, you can see it every day. I'll show you more of these right now. Um, Here, look at Google. See this? It did the same thing, that big reverse hammer, but after a giant candle. You don't go short. It's not gonna go short.
I mean, this Dalton. Okay, okay, yeah.
Same
Look at
thing.
that.
But
Same
look at
thing.
this one happening right now, Microsoft. If Microsoft ends up being this kind of reverse hammer, then you can take this. Because it's happened not after a giant candle. A giant candle happened here, then indecision, then a big one, then indecision. Now, if the sellers truly take over, it makes sense. New low is where you short and go down. So it makes sense here. That Apple one, that was no good. That one at the
Yeah,
open, those are the ones that hurt. When you take a trade that's not your trade book and you lose, or you win, either way. Take something not your trade book and you don't sleep well. So
excellent. This great, great points, Harry. Very good point, actually.
yeah, that's why I always say like get your trade book really well defined, and then you're in this business. Otherwise, you're just gonna be, chasing the price basically, which is not how you do this.
No, of course not. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So Apple for the break here, 250.5. And then, I mean, I don't look at targets anymore these days, but let's look at a potential. So already broke here. The next one, I got 250,
Somebody had
120.
a book map. I mean, they might be evident on the book map, clear on the book map. Where can it go?
Mhm.
252.
250, 137. This high over here is the next target. Oh, wait, hold on. Further down. I see it there. That's where the sellers were. Gosh, need a bigger screen. Here we go. Right there. Just about 250.79, 250.80. So where is it now? Yeah, it's getting there. Getting there. And again, I'll move my stop up. It'll probably be close to 250 later on for the profit.
It can go to 252, right? Which is
Yeah.
yesterday's high. I
Yeah,
think
everything's possible.
that's where it's heading, actually. Looks like.
Yep.
Avi,
Everything.
what is your thought on Tesla right now?
Tesla. Let's see. I haven't looked at it. Oh, I like this. Breakout, retest of the level, prints a bullish candle. So the way I like to trade retest is if it tests the level, prints a bullish candle, then the new highs would be the entry I take with a stop right below it, and off it goes. It might be doing this right now. Much more likely to do that than go down. Oh boy. Now I'm gonna have to take this trade. Now you gave me FOMO. But yeah, that's what I
But
think.
you're willing to go long or short at a daily level. That's just where you're trying to make a decision. If it
Yeah.
sets up,
Yeah, that's it. That's where I'm trying to look for an entry. If it sets up, I'll take it. I'm not looking at them as targets.
yeah, like that Apple trade, I realized my short wasn't working, but I don't have a reversal, you know, toolbook
Mhm.
or toolbox to take
Yeah.
that trade like everybody else did.
Well, here's a simple one for reversals. You get a 5 minute massive hammer that looks like this, but not after a giant candle. Then you take the new 5 minute high and off you go. That's what I took. And I take these quite often. I mean, most days I find at least one or two trades like this kind of setup.
Shan,
Yeah, after that last 5 minute
you have a
candle
book
made a
mark,
new
right?
high.
Well, yeah, you had to wait 10 more minutes for the new high and then off you go.
Yeah, that's where I took the break evens right there. Just
Yep.
realizing it's not working.
Well, it's good you got out of it. That's great, man. Manage your risk. Most important thing in this business. Microsoft, I might go short. Shit, what's going on here? Okay, that's not a giant candle, but it's good. Come on, let's not go too far. Take next week's contract. 37.50 put options. So the idea is, let me see. I want the giant candle. You know what? No, I can't take it. The open and the close of this hammer have to be within the top 1/3 of the candle. This is closer to the middle. It's too if it looked like this shape, I would have taken the new low. But this shape, no. And that's all I have to go on, just candlestick patterns, because I got no other indicators, nothing else. It better be really good candlestick patterns. Otherwise, I should not touch it. So
25%.
I'm not gonna take it.
Hey, Avi,
Yeah, what's up?
would you take a long on Tesla from 438, which was the previous previous spot?
438. Where's that? Oh, it's approximately where it is now. Yeah, I'd take a long if the price action sets up. And at the moment, it looks like it is setting up. It's finding support approximately there, 438. I have a level here, 436.47. Basically, the new high is where it enter, probably around 442 area. I might actually take this. Let's see. Um, it needs a lot of aggression though to push. Need new buyers coming in at 440. So, but yeah, no, this is all right. So far, the price action is dictating along more than anything else. But for now, I mean, it's just sitting there. When we say dictating along, that means, what could potentially happen. Nothing's happening yet. So sit and
Got
wait.
it. Thank you.
Yep.
And can you please explain like one more time for the Microsoft? You was explaining it like the long or short on that, like so the when the wick
Mm.
was for regarding the body
Yeah.
of the candle.
So yeah, I'm looking at a short. This thing went up, big trend up, hit a level, and now it's looks like a reversal, right? So this did that reverse hammer, but I don't like it because the open and the close are not exactly within 1/3 of the candle. It's just approximately 1/3. But look at this one, for example. This is a good example. The open and the close are within this 1/3 of the candle, this extreme 1/3. And then that gives you a long tail. This doesn't have that flavor. This has a wider body. If the close was further down, and that would give it a long tail, the open and close are really nicely tight within the first 1/3 of the candle, then the new low is where I'd enter. And considering also it happened after, some consolidation candles. So that's what I'm looking at. So it's not an ideal perfect, it's not a picture perfect candle setup. That's why I didn't take it. But look at this one. This is what that candle should look like. See that? This shape is what I
Yeah.
take the new low, but I didn't take this one either because it's happened right after a giant candle. You see, if I took that, I'd be struggling with all this for the last half an hour. No point. Right? And of course, there's room to the left. So that's a good thing. It's plenty of space. That's easy to look at. But this is the candle shape I really want to see. Then the new low. But still a no-go. Still not a perfect candle pattern. So still waiting. If you look at Google, same thing, right? Perfect candle pattern, but right after a massive candle here. So no, don't take it. You took the new low here, you'd get a short, you'd be struggling with it all this way. So, please be careful with
When
these.
it would be an ideal pattern, like if the previous bullish candle has like wicks on top of it.
Let's see if I can find you
Let's
one.
say like in the Google, like if this candle like so, which is the bullish, yeah, one candle before it,
Mhm.
yeah, this one. So if
Yeah,
there is
so
like wick on top of it,
if it was a consolidation like over here, something like that, or some small candles going up to it, then okay. But this is a huge candle. I mean, this was a big one, and this was even bigger. So these are the buyers firmly in charge. This is just the first time they're taking profit. This is not sellers taking over. Not yet. It could still make a nice double top or do something like that. Then maybe you can think about it. But it's not that, right? So you'll be really careful with these things. Really careful.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So again,
Yeah,
guys, the
when you
key
see
here
it
is
push out of a range. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm looking only purely at candlestick patterns. You got to understand that there are no other indicators to tell me go long, go short. Nothing. No level two, no tape, no volume, no nothing. So I better have these candlestick patterns perfect. That's why I have them so well defined for my trading style. But if you have other indicators that can tell you, okay, it's an imperfect patterns, but you can still take a short because you're seeing something else on some other indicator that you tend to use. Okay, go with that. But again, what I'm trading here, you got to understand there's absolutely nothing else to work with. It's just purely candlestick patterns, nothing else. So keep that in mind. So again, that's a matter of how do you want to fix your indicators, right? What's your strategy? How do you want to use your strategy? All that stuff. That's very important. So those are things to keep in mind for sure. All right, I'm moving my exit up on Apple below the red candle, basically give it a little bit of room below. This is where I expect big resistance anyway, but let the price dictate. It might just blow up right through that towards 252. I have no idea. Give it a little bit more room there. Sorry, what were you saying, Shane? Go ahead.
Oh, just like Nvidia, like I got the move, and now we're kind of sitting on top of like an hour range,
Yeah.
but we're making that shelf, that common shelf that you see after a big push up.
Yep. I see it.
When it does something like that, I mean, for me, I'm seeing reversal. Like we're so far extended, we're at the max ATR. It's giving me all the signals it's gonna reverse, but that's not. I don't think that's a good idea to take it here.
Yeah,
So
that's
even though it's meeting all my setups and I should take the trade, everything else is telling me it's a no-go.
okay. Well, that's the thing. If you don't get your setup perfect, don't take it because then you're gonna hurt yourself. Either whether you made money or not on that trade, you're not gonna sleep well later because if you made money, it's dirty money. If you lost money, you don't feel good about it. So, that's good. You have that criteria pretty well defined, as in don't take it. It's not quite there. That makes sense. That makes more sense than most things that people say in this business.
Yeah, I'm in the position where I have too many things scrambling my head, but at the same time, things are making sense. And I'm trying to not limit myself to taking trades, but also not tighten the screws so tight.
Mhm. Well, the thing is, I was like that not long ago. I had a million indicators, and my method was to just kind of start taking notice of what I'm really using, and that basically starts telling me what I'm not using. So I slowly, one by one, started eliminating stuff. Most recently, it was the level two and the volume, right? So just because I wasn't using that anymore. So go through that slowly, bit by bit, step by step, and you'll be all right. Wouldn't worry too much about it. Just keep an eye on your journal and identify the indicators that are giving you the majority of what you need to know. The 80/20, right? What's the one thing that's telling you the most of what you need, most of the information you need? For me, that's candlesticks. For you, it might be the level two, for example. So I try and identify that in your trading style. It's a matter of what's popping out of the screen at you. That's important.
Yeah, deleting the moving averages has been huge so far.
No, makes sense. Makes a lot of
It's so much noise.
moving averages were the first thing that I got rid of. It's just, yeah, choppy, choppy on every single time frame. I could never figure it out.
Avi, can you look at Tesla now?
Yeah, you know what? Damn it.
Tesla?
Yeah, that's the entry. That's the long. But shit, man, I'm not. I got my head in Apple, and I gotta manage that. I should take this, but for emotional reasons, I'm not taking it because I'm already in Apple. I'm like, this is getting a bit big. I might freak out, and I still have no reason to exit Apple. No good reason. But it's there. Look, breakout, retest, prints a bullish candle, new high. I mean, this was a bullish candle. It made a new high already a couple times. Stop loss right below if you're going for the long. If you stop out, no big deal because if it goes, man, it's huge. You're going up through to what, 450 probably.
Yeah, that's
Tesla.
that setup I was just talking about.
Yep, that's it. That's the one. Look at this. Look
A
at
giant push.
this. Tesla. Gosh, what the hell? I can't believe it. I was tempted in this area, but it was just a no good setup. I mean, I can read when the buyers are taking over, but the setup, the pattern just wasn't there. Even though I could tell buyers were just overtaking everything, and now it's gone. Tesla, Google, Microsoft, everything just, ah, okay, no big deal. Look at Amazon now. Again, guys, look at that. Reversal, right? Remember this? We're talking about this reversal. But don't take it because it's after giant candle. Look at that. It's just chopping in this area. It might easily break out. It might break down later. I don't know. But look, as soon as it went down a little bit, buyers took over. And now it looks like these are new buyers. So that might have enough in it to go. I don't know. So, all right, Apple, I need to figure this out. This was a big push. I should put it below these buyers here. This might be at the end of it for me because if I get this trade, if I stop here, if I exit here, even that'll make for a decent green day. Hopefully, I don't exit here. I want it to keep going.
252, Avi. That's
Yeah,
for you.
man.
252.
600, man. 252. That's it? No 255? Why not? It's a round number.
Greed is good.
If you told me 258, the 248 earlier down here, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then what? 249? Oh, 250 now. Why 252? Why? What are you thinking? But yeah,
Yesterday's
see
high.
that?
Just yesterday's high. That's where it.
Exactly. The most recent sellers were actually yesterday's high, traumatic level, right? But
Correct.
then look at that below it. There's 251.30. Then there's this where it is right now, about what was it? About 251. So you know that there's sellers here, there's sellers here, there's sellers here. You know you're running into them, but this is past, right? This is what has happened in the past. You know, what is more important is what is happening in the current tense, which is what is happening is, well, it's going up. Bulls are still in charge. Bulls are still in charge. The sellers have not made a new 5 minute low for a long time. Look at that. For a very long time. Not since what, 10 o'clock. These buyers, man, these guys are serious. I bought with these guys. About, where did I get in? I think I got in here somewhere. Still going. So, still no exit criteria for me. Gotta love it when these things run, huh? This is the key, man. You gotta let them run. Then you can afford a few losses. No big deal. There's a million different strategies to let it run. This one's just trailing the price. Well, look at that, 8 p.m. on a Friday night. The Christmas party already started. I'm still trading. Hmm. Time to go. Time to go.
Maybe I just shared my daily Apple candle with you on the chat.
Oh my gosh. What are you were messing up my head with that.
This is called the fear and greed. Fear and greed. Fear and greed.
Uh, you know better.
You,
You know much better.
you end
Oh,
up, and look at your candle. I mean, it's beautifully clean. Huh?
oh, it's just one stop out, then the rest goes. Look at RVR. There's a stop loss. You can see the RVR. What is this, 10 to 1? I don't even know.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Big difference.
Yeah,
Please
that's
don't
what.
do that. Just please don't do that. What are you trying to achieve with that? You're just like, oh no. Please don't do it. You're hurting yourself.
Believe me, Abby, you're not going back after this. You're not going back to the other previous strategies.
Yeah, no way, man. Look at this. You can sustain heavy losses if you happen to take them, and then you get huge winners. I mean, you've seen this already in just a couple of days, right? Pretty cool. I think I like
Yeah.
it. I think I like it very much. Let's see.
From the initial losses, I thought it'll be a red day for you, but
Yeah,
just one trade turns out to be green, and there you go.
that's
That's it.
all.
Covered all the three.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's all you need. It's just like that boxer, you get hit in the first couple of rounds, you hit back in the fifth round. That's it. Same thing. Well, that's all you need, man. You got to get one and have a good exit strategy. This one so far is the one I like. Man, Google, crap, that's a perfect breakout. Jeez, look at that. Breakout, retest, bullish candle, new high, enter right there, right now. Stop below and then run for 200. But I think I'm done because if I take this exit, that's it. I think I'm emotionally done for the day. This is still a new experience for me, so I'm still not perfect with it. Look at Amazon. Look at that. Who took that short on Amazon? Bag holding. This thing wants to break out. Tesla threatens the setup, but not going. Whereas Google, much more better, much more perfect setup. I think the real tragedy of the day is Microsoft. I mean, this is huge. This would have been bigger than Apple if I managed to catch it. But whatever. And then there's Nvidia, AMD. I caught a big chunk of AMD. Still not sure about this one though. I took my exit strategy. Maybe a bit more room would have helped. I don't know. So that's the entry, that's the exit. I could still have been in this. This would have been a five-figure one instead of four-figure. Um, yeah, this is a bit subjective. On any other day, I may not have exited here. Would have had to stop down here, perhaps. Oh well.
This is always the last 5 minute candle, you give a room below that, right? So this was,
I think it was too tight. Yeah, I think I didn't give enough room. I always give a bit more room. Like on the Apple one right now, there's a lot of room on this.
yeah, that's what happened. I think, yeah, exactly.
Not enough room that I usually do.
Correct, yeah.
What a tragedy. There's the tragedy before Christmas, isn't it?
I mean, you didn't even believe in Santa. Look, you are about to have a 50K.
Yeah, I go with the
We just had a 2K.
let's go
We've
with
been
the
singing
flavor.
for Santa for 2K, huh? You,
Well, I better go get my Santa hat on right now. Where is it?
I know you gotta get it, man. It's 50K. Let's go. 50. We are cheering for you.
50K, 50K. That's only halfway there though, man. 50K.
I know.
Should have taken more size, huh? Double this. But seriously, this is still less than the size I would have taken. Out of a contract that's like 450, I'd probably take 200, 250 contracts. I'm still taking less than what I have taken in the past.
Because of the new strategy, right?
Yeah,
So
new strategy, and I'm anticipating bigger moves anyway. So, let's see. You gotta refine it, figure out the nuances, and see what happens. Okay, now look at this point of interest on Meta. Very cool. So this candle, if it closes looking like this, the new low is a short. That's a good setup. Plenty of room to the left, doing it right at a level. It didn't happen right after a giant candle. This is an average candle. This was a decently large one, but had the smaller one at level. I mean, this is a nearly perfect setup. So this closes looking like this. New low is the short, stop above, and then trail the price down. You might only get up to here or there, wherever you go. I mean, this is a good setup. So fun, fun, fun. What's going on? We're missing all these chats here. All right. Nothing important. All right, there he goes, Meta. There's the low. Just about made the new low. That's your short right now. Stop there and go. This is a strategy I trade quite often. This is a reversal I like. Not today, though. Today I'm getting busy with Apple. Okay, so then now I want to put it below this candle. This is a seriously good buyer here. If we lose this buyer, should not be participating in this anymore. You can see the buyer here on this candle. The buyers are getting a little exhausted. Still, no, still, the bears are not in charge, but you can see the candle getting smaller. Big, smaller, smaller. You can expect trouble here. So if this becomes a pullback, push up, I'll put the stop right below it. Actually, I should probably put it below this wick. This is more significant than this one. See, this is
I
again the
really
new
do like
strategy.
this 5 minute thing you're doing where you put a 5 minute candle in between, put the stop at below.
Yeah, yeah. The idea is just put this trail the price, so put it below the most recent pullback. So in this case, it was a pullback here, this wick, then this was a pretty obvious pullback, so stop was here. Then the big buyer came in here. Now these 2 wicks, you can see them stop was there. Now I've got it here, but this looks more significant at the moment. This is a bit of where I'm being indecisive. I don't know. I have the level there too, but let's see what else is there. The levels should play no part in where I put these stops. That's the level where it is right now, where the sellers were at some point last week. That's the next one up. So you can see where you expect things to not work. Well, there you go, out of 252. I guess you're right about that.
Yeah, it's heading there. Just
Yeah. And what I like also is on the pullback, then you see a new high, which is what it's doing right now. That inspires me to bring the stop or bring the exit right below this candle, just below
yeah.
251. I might actually do that.
Yeah, I'm really gonna start doing this. This is nice.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
This is massive learning for us, Avi. Thank you.
Hey man, we're all learning together. All I did was look at my old screenshots for 30 minutes. I figured, you know what, I could just trail the price and here we are doing it. So we're all learning together. Something new. All fun.
Less worried about the RBR and more worried about can they break through the buyers or the support
Yep.
that you deem worthy?
Precisely. Yep. As long as the buyers are in charge, you're long. As long as the sellers are in charge, you're short. I mean, that's it, right? Nothing else to it. Everything else, all the other indicators are telling you that anyway, or trying to tell you that. You can just look at candles and see that. What's the point? It's not too complex.
Hey, Avi, quick question. On a 5 minute chart, you figured out just above 251, you're gonna move your stop loss. How do you reflect that on this options chart?
Yeah, that's where you need wiggle room, man. Options. You see, I'm looking at these candles and they should be mapped out perfectly here, right? But they're not. So I'm looking at this candle, the wick's down here. I'm just considering the low of this candle, so it's below the wick. You know, you
Okay,
got
it's
to give it wiggle room.
approximation.
Yeah, I'm approximating it. This is not a perfect science, which I have to still figure out. I got to get in touch with Kyle and figure out a hotkey for this.
So why we don't get the wicks in the options chart?
Oh, you'll get them. You'll get them. You'll get them all over the place. Look at these. You see the wicks here?
Um,
It's just low volatility, low
Lower wicks.
liquidity. Liquidity is not there. The spread's huge. You know, the transactions, it's just a huge spread. Just think of it that way. The spreads are enormous. So if you're not trading 5-to-1 trades regularly, you're going to struggle with the spread on options. It's really going to eat up your profits. The spreads and then the commissions are actually significant as well. So you want to be careful with all that stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. So my stop is below this. My exit is below this candle now. If this ends up being a bullish candle, great. I'll put the exit below that. If it's a pullback, ideally it doesn't make a new low. But basically a new low from this candle, that would be the exit, which would be a damn shame because we didn't get the nice round 50K number. Well, let's see. We still might. Better not to look at it, right? NVIDIA pushing up. Look at that. NVIDIA's price pattern is so nice. No, what is this? Look at that. ABCD, second leg up. Yeah. I mean, this is Wyckoff, right? Consolidation, right? Actually, go another way. Look at this. Consolidation, false breakouts down here, breakout, retest, push up. Here's your consolidation, second leg up. I mean, this is the picture perfect Wyckoff stuff. You guys have seen this in the course. I spent like an hour in the course talking about the structure. This is really perfect.
Yeah,
Let's see if
just didn't
there's
take
any.
the second leg.
Yeah. Could be. I
Yeah,
mean,
right here is what scares me right there.
Yep. So you
At
know there's
daily
big
level.
sellers there. So again, the way to confirm it is you don't trade the breakout, wait for the retest. If it breaks out, retest, then you got the potential. And don't put it beyond something like Nvidia for the Santa Claus rally. It could easily do what Tesla and Apple are doing today. It's already done it really. So we got these levels. We got this was a significant level. Look at this. Didn't even look at this earlier. See the wick there? Let's see if that had any say. Oh wow, look at this. This is important too. Actually, this is more important. Right there. Boom. Okay. There, because that was also the open on this day. Big buying in the area. What does that look like here? Look at that. Just respecting these levels and going. After the opening volatility stuff. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, Apple, time to manage this a bit better. So we got pullback, push up. I'm going to put it below this wick, which is, oh man, it's so tight. It's okay. It's right about there. See this candle here, this indecision is actually mapped out as this big bullish candle on the options chain. It's so cuckoo. I don't know how to do this. Well, also I'm trading this one, I'm trading next week's options, which I normally never do. I just wanted to be able to survive the trade So far it's helped. I don't want to trade 0 DTE. That's the whole point. I went for next week's expiry instead of today's, which I normally do. So, anyways, let's see. Now, still no reason to exit. I should probably give it a bit more room because the spread is terrible. Just a bit more room will do. This is all very subjective. Got to be careful with this. Google's doing the same thing Apple's doing. Look at that. All these trillion-dollar companies. Look at that big double bottom, catch the high, boom, missed this whole trade. Even here, this was a perfect entry. I would have taken Apple and Google. That would have made 100K. Just didn't take it. Anyways.
You're going to treat this new strategy as an all out, no partials, quote unquote, near the top, and then keep doing what you're doing.
That's it. Just entry and exit. That's all there is. There's no partial with no even adding. At the moment, I haven't got a strategy to add. So that'll come later.
Avi, like just going back on the 0 DTE, like what was the concern? Like, I mean, isn't it same as if there's a pullback, you want to hold it for next day or?
No. 0 DTE. The thing is, let's look at it. We'll find the equivalent Apple. Which one did I get? 245. So let's look at Apple 245. If I took the same trade on 0 DTE, it would have been this. And the struggle with 0 DTE is when it doesn't go in your when it goes in your favor, that's huge. Like this part, this is huge, massive run. But when it doesn't, it just consolidates. 0 DTE tends to pull back a lot more. I mean, look at this candle. It's pushed up, right? It's a gap up. It's not really a gap up here. But then the next candle here, it just stays amongst the body of that previous candle. But look at the body here, pushed down. That's the problem with 0 DTE. If it doesn't go, if you have to hold it for 30 minutes, an hour, it decays against you. That's important. So that's why I don't like 0 DTE. Well, for this style of trading, 0 DTE is going to become difficult because I tend to hold it until I don't hold it. There's no like. Most of my trades, the minimum hold time will now be like 10 minutes minimum, and max could be all day. So that's why I'm not doing 0 DTE. It gets very difficult. So I'm trying to avoid it. I made this mistake earlier. I took 0 DTE and I got stopped out, and this whole trade was wrong anyway. This was a mess. I shouldn't have.
So on Fridays you go for the next week.
Well, I did it today. Let's see. I won't be here next week, but week after we'll see. We'll find out.
No problem.
Yeah, we'll learn.
Thanks, Avi.
Sure, man. Sure. No problem. You can see
Hi,
now.
Avi.
Got stuck. Hey, what's up?
Avi, with this new strategy, have you looked around your percentage return per trade with options?
I haven't looked at those kinds of stats. All I've looked at is back testing, which is what if I get in and have an exit strategy that tells me just hold until you don't hold anymore. And that basically shows me the trades that I've taken in the past. I just compared what I really did compared to if I did this. What I found is my winners would be twice the size, and generally a lot of my losers would be half the size. So that's what I found with back testing. And so far it's been 2 days of trading like this, and it's been good. So that's it. That's all I've looked at. I haven't looked at any statistics, anything else, percentages, or nothing of that nature. And that's it.
And you have maintained the same position size in each trade?
Actually, I'm going a bit smaller. This week I've traded smaller than I did previously. Like this kind of trade, right? I mean, 150 contracts. I probably would have taken 250 last week if I was trading this. But also I would have gotten out earlier. So I got in here on this trade, let's say, would have got in here and then I would have targeted 250, but knowing me, I see this pullback and then 249 slowing down. I probably would have taken a lot of it off. A huge chunk of it would have gone off here, and then there's a little bit to run, and then, there's no way it would be this kind of number. It would be half or even less. So that's what I've discovered is that you can hold a full size for a bigger move. And I mean, that's how you make money, right?
Yeah.
So that's
I suppose today that you are trading options for the next week, the volatility is less, no?
What I'm finding is the spread is a lot more. If you look at these options, this one, it's not really closely mimicking the price like I thought it would. I mean, these are just straight red bars, straight white bars. It's showing that there's a big spread. Like if I exit this thing right now, let's say it says 47 here. If I exit, it'll probably realize 45 just on the spread. Oof, look at that jump up. Oh, we're getting close to 50 now. Just on the spread. I think the spread is terrible. I'm just discovering this today, trading next week's options. I've never done this, so I'm trying. Um, but trading zero DTE has its other problems, which I'm trying to avoid. So I mean, pick this problem or pick that problem. Which one do you want to live with, That's kind of the thinking. All right, this is really getting wild here. Apple's yeah, 252. These these bulls are looking weaker. They're still in charge, as in their sellers are still not taking over, but they have nothing left in the tank for now. They're just sitting there. It's like the bulls are getting defensive, which means I should tighten this up a little. Again, this is subjective. I just want to tighten it up below the previous candle. So somewhere there. Ideally, it doesn't stop out. If it does, it's okay. Did anyone take Microsoft? I mean, I told you, man, this is such a heartbreaker. Look at this thing. Just one maybe opportunity for an entry again, but I mean, these are huge. Again, I didn't have a setup here, not my style. Maybe there's a setup here, but really not my style. Wow. Look at that. This is $1 million trade, man. This is huge. So where were the big sellers? Here, here, maybe there. Where Microsoft is right now, just about 440. Let's see how it behaves. Let's see.
Can you also check the Tesla, please?
Yeah. Tesla. Yeah, look at that. Setting up for a breakout. Still looking like it wants to go. It's got that curved shape down here, bit of that cup and handle sort of pattern. But the whole point is, again, breakout, retest, print bullish, and then make a new high, which it's been making. So if you took that strategy, your entry might be the top of this candle somewhere here, stop loss below it or below the level, and you're waiting for it to really start going, which still, I mean, it could go. At the same time, you're seeing a top and it's actually shaping up for a decent double top. So, but it's not a complete double top. If this candle closes bearish, like down here perhaps, then you can see this double top. Like right now, if it closes, that's a good looking double top. And then the new low would be the entry for the short. Stop there and go down. So there's two possibilities. And really, I don't know. I wouldn't take it anyway for a short. I don't have a level there. If I find a level there, then it makes sense. But right now, it's broken out of this level. So another case is if you have this level here where I have it, and you get the double top, then you wait for it to break below the level, retest it from the downside, then take that tight entry somewhere here perhaps, stop loss right above, and you look for 430. That would be 3 or 4R already because you get a tight entry. So I see multiple possibilities. And the other one, of course, it could just sit there all day. It doesn't want to go anywhere. So for now, I'm seeing indecision. I see a lot of indecision right now on Tesla. Yep. All right, Apple. Let's do 50K.
Avi, do you think this strategy works with all kind of stocks, with small caps?
Don't touch small caps. And this trailing the price on small caps, forget about it. Forget it, man. You're gonna get eaten alive. Why would you trade small caps? What are you doing? You're not in like some cheap Reddit forum, are you? Looking at that
No,
stuff.
I wonder if it's something from big caps or generally in the market, this strategy could work.
In my experience with small caps, it's all just very choppy, lots of halts, and rarely, sometimes you'll get a massive surge of volume. And that's when you have to catch it right at the right time, and it'll jump like 30%. Like a $10 stock will become 13 in 10 seconds, and then you quickly exit. That's the only way I've ever traded small caps successfully. You don't get this trend stuff very often. I don't go chasing it. Really, please don't go chasing it. You are gonna hurt yourself doing that. Please don't. I've done it. I'm telling you, I've done it. There we go, 50K. Woo, never seen that before.
Wow, great.
But yeah, just
Clapping for you, Avi. Awesome.
this is all of us, man. It's not just me. If not for you guys, I wouldn't be
Awesome.
pushing this stuff. So here we go.
No, thank
Congrats,
you.
Avi. Congrats.
We are learning a lot, man. This is amazing, actually.
Good fun. I told you, man, 255. Why'd you say 252? Holy. I don't know. So I have no clue. And I'm not Tim Clark or whoever those guys are.
Yeah. No, it's just broken out of 252. It's heading to 255. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought my 10K on 10 contracts the other day was good.
Nice.
And
10K
it
is
put me to
awesome.
shame.
Well, look, I need 50K. I was in a 30K loss, yeah. So, anyways, all good, man. It just kind of grow. But let's see. I don't know. Sitting at 252 for now. The exit strategy is this was the last pullback, and then it broke out of this consolidation. So I've put the stop, the exit right below this most recent buyer. If it makes a new 5 minute low down here, that's when I'm out. So that's kind of it right there. So if this happens, this realization will not be 50. It'll be like, I don't know, 45 or something, which I can't complain about. It's still okay. That's enough spending money for the holidays, right?
FOMO on Nvidia, hope my favorite strategy, 135, 136.
Nice. Yeah, I see it. I see it.
It's gonna be
Nvidia.
a quick scalp, I'm guessing.
Yeah, if it goes, it'll go quick, I think. Yeah, if you're seeing liquidity up there, I'm sure it'll be there. Go quick. Yeah, it's got a good consolidation. You can see the buyers are more in charge than sellers. If anything, still may consolidate, don't know, but looks good.
Yeah, the FOMO told me either get up or take it.
Yeah,
I didn't
all
get up.
good, man. You got this. All right, new 5 minute low is the exit here. So let's just dial that in. I don't know what it wants. I really don't know. It's very extended. It easily could, get pushed down. Yeah, Nvidia is good for the long. Look at Meta. Take a look, guys. We were talking about this earlier. So Meta did this. The new low would have been the entry, would have stopped out, but then it did that reverse hammer again. This is a decent one. Good shape. New low is your entry, stop is above, and off you go short. So one attempt, stop out, take the second one if it shows up again. So again, that's the thing. Even with a very good setup, you could easily stop out. So again, make sure you know how to take stops, as in stay in the game. Take your stop, stay in the game. You can always get back in 10 minutes later. Anyone doing Google for 200? Didn't take Google either. Microsoft still 440 and up. Apple's still going up. Oh man. You know what's gonna happen now with Apple, right? I'm gonna get stuck here all night holding this thing for the close and miss the Christmas party. This candle, this is very bullish. It's about to close bullish. 1, 2, 3. It's about to close very bullish already. Look at that. Consolidation, go. Small consolidation, go. I mean, it's on another leg up, it looks like. Yeah, there it is. A new high already over there in this candle. So I'm gonna move my stop in tighter now. Below this most previous candle. Off it goes. Oh man, now my heart's getting faster. Heart rate. This is not normal. Yeah, look at that. Christmas party. What's that saying in the investment world, the investment group I'm a part of? We always talk about it. Good things take time to work out. So the people with patience are the ones who are going to win. I think we'll apply that strategy to day trading. I think it applies pretty much.
Hodlers make money.
Hodlers.
Hodlers make money.
That's another thing, all right? Hodling and trading and gambling. Just like oh, I love that. Oddly enough, I started my journey in the crypto market. So yes, I very much have been a hodler for a while, for a long time, once upon a time. Yes, hodlers do make money. I can tell you
Hodlers
that.
make money, yeah.
The right kind of hodling.
Very bullish now, Apple. Wow, look at
Yeah, it's
that.
like new buyers are here. Like, what is this? I mean, there's nobody who wants to sell anything. This is not like, what is it called? Tax loss selling. None of that stuff's happening. It's just up, up, and up. Like Microsoft's the same thing. Nvidia is similar. Meta, Google, Amazon, everything but Tesla and AMD.
Did a consolidation at 252 and then boom, it goes.
Yeah, just a slowdown, not even a consolidation. A consolidation is this, you know. This is just a small slowdown, and my gosh. So we saw, I mean, you can see it on the candlestick. When did the new wave of buyers happen? You saw how quickly this 5 minute candle moved up and moved up in 1 minute. It's a 5 minute candle. So it's like you can tell where the buyers and sellers are. It's really amazing. You don't, I mean, I don't need a whole lot of other indicators to tell me that there are buyers here now, you know? So if you can do things in that simplistic manner, everything else becomes easier, man. A lot easier. You just don't complicate the matter. So if this candle closes truly bullish, I might actually bring my exit just below it. Right now, I'm very closely trailing the price because it's going almost parabolic, which means it could easily rip in the other direction. So I don't have a strategy for this yet, an exit strategy for this. How do you handle this kind of move?
Yeah, that's why I brought up partials and moving some of it up because when this happens, what do you do?
Exactly. That's a perfectly smart thing to do. Bring in those
That's so much
partials.
money left on the table if you don't do anything here.
Yep, yep. No, I'm with you on that. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I did that for years. Now I'm trying to go the other way. So 253.84 is the next level I see, and then it's basically 254. I mean, this is a huge candle. Wow. What do we do with this? What do we do with this? Oh, there, 60K. Look at that. I should take screenshots of this. 60K, no partials yet. Let's take a screenshot. There we
Yeah,
go.
this is a brilliant trade, Avi.
Yeah, it's working so far. It won't be brilliant if I close it out at 30K, right? It goes against me and I hold it.
No, there were many times when I was like, why is he not exiting, right? So
Well, if I
um,
listened to you, I would have exited 249, then I would have exited again at 250, then 252, then what?
yeah, the 250, the 5 minute, you remember this candle, the
Yeah,
5 minute at 250? This one
one.
was, the
This
next
was the
one.
scary one.
Yeah,
That's the
scary.
Yeah, man. That's the scary thing. Like, remember I was telling you guys when I was
That is
trading,
exactly where I exited actually.
you got
After
up.
this 5 minute.
There you go. You missed the whole thing.
I know. It's like
Right.
I just take the popcorn and sit down, and now watching you is like, okay, his
Popcorn. Damn, I should get popcorn too. You got hungry.
you were cheering for you, Abby.
It's
It's
all
like,
good. We're
okay,
all in this together, man. We're all sharing. It's all good. It's all love.
excellent.
Yeah, but I was telling you earlier, like when I traded level to level, I found that the levels are more significant than round numbers. So just ignore the round numbers, let it do what it's got to do. Focus on the levels. So that's where I have the confidence from to just avoid, don't even think about the numbers, just focus on the candlesticks. And I used to take partials at levels. Now I'm just really only going to exit when the candlestick goes against me. So this is very bullish. Big buyers came in here. My stop was here. This is a pullback. It pushed up. I think if it drops this candle, I should get out of this. This is, again, I don't have a specific strategy. All I'm seeing is this is a really big extension. This could easily bring it back. And I mean, if it comes back and exits where it is, this is, it's going to lose 10K of value. It could do that, but again, typically when the buyers are so strong, it's going to take a hell of a lot of sellers to really push it. It's not going to happen quick. I think it might retrace 50% of the candle, most likely, and then see what happens. Then maybe it could go down or up from there, but we'll see. And what's cool is if this candle does retrace 50%, makes a bit of a wick, I'll bring the exit just below it, probably here someplace. So for now, the exit's just below this big white candle. So again, let's see. Man, Google is identical. Imagine it two parallel trades running like this, Google and Apple, and just same thing. Just wow.
Yeah, so 100K for you, more
Mhm.
than 100K.
Mhm. That's how you got to trade. That's how the pros do it. They take these trades and they sit on it. And they don't mind taking 5 of these in a day, these prop firms and the big money. That's what they do. That's how they make it. That's what I'm trying to do. Um, Stop quickly, cut your losses quick, and let the winners run. That's the whole thing, man. You need a strategy that allows that.
I think what you're building right now, this new strategy, Avi, this is pretty phenomenal, actually. The way
it's working.
A lot of learning here, actually,
Yeah.
especially on the minute candle. Going away from the 1 minute and
Yeah, the
going
1 minute.
yeah, going to the 5 minute and giving it a little more wiggle room, which means that you
Right.
accept a slightly more
Yeah.
stop loss, go for a
That's
much larger gain.
It's amazing, right? You think bigger, you go bigger, and the universe complies. Law of attraction, right?
Law of attraction, yeah.
So here it is, that 50% retracement of this previous candle. Exactly what I was expecting to see. I mean, this is typical. It happens very often. And now look, it's making a new high also. Oh man, but it's only halfway through. I want this candle to close like this. Will be so healthy. So I put the exit right below, and we can see the buyers here just pushing up, 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 and up. I don't know. Where do you freaking exit this thing? I gotta put a new update on the course now. Trade management
No,
section.
no, Avi, you need a completely virgin.2, yeah?
Yeah, version
The
2.
the first version is really, really applicable for newcomers to come in and learn and get the mentality and
Yeah.
mindset strategy on the 30 minute. But this thing is next level, right?
Yeah, yeah. Pushing the next area. Shit, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to do something. We'll
Is
see.
it that important that this 5 minute candle closes before you do an ad or anything?
For me, it is because I don't have any other indicator. For me, there's nothing, and my strategy dictates I gotta know where's the open, where's the close, where's the low, where's the high of the candle, because that's all I've got. I've got no VWAP or whatever else, no level two. So I'm relying 100% on really precise information from the candlestick. I'm not gonna guess that okay, it's gonna close about here. That's not good enough. I still have about a minute to go for this thing to close.
Yeah, that's usually when I'm looking at what's the probability of it going back down and getting pushed up to where it is again, or is it going to push higher
Yeah. See, now
with
you're playing a
with a
guessing game.
minute left?
Yeah, yeah. I
It's
think that's a
either
good point. I mean, and that's what I was thinking, Shan, as well, Avi, that we should consider the exit and entry on the close of the 5 minute rather than somewhere in between, because within the close of 5 minute tells a lot, right?
It does. It really does. But
Does,
again, I don't want to play a guessing game here. I want to stack the
Yeah.
probabilities in my favor. If I'm guessing where it might close 30 seconds from now, I'm hurting myself. Why do I have to guess it? I can have patience. And really, if I had patience, I would be looking at a 60-minute candle, not a 5 minute. That's where the big players play. Now here, got
Yeah.
10 seconds more to go, and if it closes like this, I'm bringing my exit right below it, which would
this
be
is again bullish, yeah?
yeah, this is again so far bullish. There, it closed, boom, that's it. Now, new low of this candle, I'll be out of there. I mean, look at this. This candle was a hammer, but look at the option. I mean, it's like a nothing. It's impossible to judge. So I'm going off of halfway of this candle, a little below. So halfway of this candle, a little below.
Maybe you might break your 76K record today, man.
Oh, no way. I didn't even think of that. Well, if we're going that far, might as well go to six figures, right? Why you want to stop? Again, you keep wanting to stop every time. 252, 70K. Why 70?
No, I think the next level is 76K, right? That's where you made the big one. You need a new
Yeah,
screen capture for your X, right? For your Twitter.
yeah, let's see. You gotta understand on this particular trade, it's still gotta absorb the 4K loss.
I know. Yeah, that's
So, but I mean it's a particular thing, whatever. But
yeah.
yeah, man, let's see. Let's see.
Is your stop not too close now?
It's there. I mean, this candle that just closed, this hammer, it's actually not very bullish because it's way up there, and you can see after a big push up, the bulls are exhausted, man. They really are. This is gonna be a struggle area. That's why if it makes a new low, I'm not gonna no, hold on to it. I'm out. Because if they struggle here, a new low is a potential that the sellers are taking over, right? Potential. I don't know. So no point taking the risk. I've already got like what 30K out of this or whatever. Look at that from the bottom. That was the stop below, and I don't even know what this is. R 30R, whatever it is. It's huge. So I don't know. Anyways, sit and wait. The difficulty is really that this options chart is not copying the stock chart. So I might just
Right,
hit the button and exit if it drops this candle because I don't really know where it is. I really don't know. I mean, it's saying 846, but it's been sitting at 846 while this has been moving, right? And that's the spread and everything. The spread's terrible. Let's see if I can find this 245. This is you can see, where's the spread? Oh, no, I can't. Level one here. So 246. Oh, that's the last. Where's the spread? I can't even see the spread on this thing. Last. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and guess. There's settings to find this stuff. I'm not interested. So as long as the action is bullish, you hold. That's all there is. Otherwise, you get out and don't trade the P and L. I would love to hold this for 100, but you should not trade the P and L. That's how you get hurt. I've done that too. Please don't make that mistake.
My biggest concern is moving these averages under the 5 minute chart bars and stuff. I feel like I'm going to be getting a lot of 1.5, 2R total.
Well, you see, you got to know
bars.
when. You can't just chase every candle. You got to look for genuine pullbacks. So in this case, like, see, this is an obvious pullback. Let's see. Let's put it here. Okay, that would be the exit point below there. But then where do the new big buyers come in? Right there. You pushed it up there, so it should be there. The exit point should be. Then the next one is about that wick and then that wick. Well, that's getting close. So this wick here, and then once it pushed down and made tweezer bottom, that's your new point. And then as long as it keeps making wicks, I'm in it. Sorry, I'm going trailing it. And the other thing is when a new buyer comes, like here's a new big buyer, so I'm putting it there. In this case, that's a wick, that's a pullback, and might do the pullback in the same place, which is actually very powerfully bullish. It's telling you the buyers here are just here. They're not messing around. So, I mean, this is a near perfect example, so it wasn't too difficult. But let's look at the other one I was working on earlier. This one, this was more difficult, where the stop had to be below here. Then these buyers came in, so it's below here. Again, this wick, that made sense. This was a tiny wick. You can't really use this as a pullback, but this makes sense. This makes sense. This is the most powerful because this is a wick and it's pushed with new buyers making a new high, basically breaking out of consolidation. And then I got stuck with this stuff. I got stopped here, just about below that previous pullback. So, and then that went. So it's not precise. I don't have it nailed in yet. Again, I'm just trying. It's only my second day doing this. So,
Yeah.
refine it, work on it, refine it, find your way if you wanna trade like this, sure. Just let's figure it out together.
Yeah, Nvidia broke out of that range. My stop is not break even, but it's, a little bit above it. But if it breaks that breakout range, that's what I mean by that 1.5 to whatever R.
I see it. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah,
It still
Just
looks good for 135. I mean, there's no wicks on the
yeah,
upside.
and just hold. I took a couple partials and just left it there, but only 25%.
Makes sense. All right, now look at this. I don't even know. You see these candles? I don't know where to put this thing. I just have to bring it in below this wick here is my thinking. Because this is getting super toppy now. This is the behavior we haven't seen in a very long time. I like Nvidia. I think it'll hit 135, hopefully without a big pullback. So keep an eye, man. Keep an eye.
Yeah, just sitting out having, nowhere else to go.
There you go.
Hey, Avi, what's the spread on your option?
I have no idea. It's crazy. Actually, let's find out. Maybe there's a setting here. Well, let me make sure the exit's in place. Because once I play with the montage, then hold on. I should give it
Because
a
that
little.
could have an effect on where you place your stop.
It does. It does have an effect, and it's really tricky. Actually, here we go. Spread. Where's the bid-ask spread? There we go. 15-cent spread is what it tells me on something that's 860. That's a huge spread.
Huge spread,
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it's not something you want to play with. Again, the only
So
way to
you'll get
absorb
hit
it
at
is
8.
probably, yeah. If I've got it at 834, yeah, probably hit at close to 820 if I'm lucky. I don't know. So I'm gonna get it on the way down, so it'll probably be 8. So that's why to really make sense of this, you have to have massive risk to reward, RVR. And then you can absorb the spread and commissions and all that stuff. And you don't think too much about it. You still want to make sure you exit, as in liquidity does become a problem. For now, I don't think 150 contracts is not massive, so it should be okay. So far, what I like is on these wicks, they're getting higher. The buyers are stepping it up. They're also not making new highs, but at least the downside is okay.
Yeah, yeah, I was about to point that to you that these wicks are higher. That does this look stoppy in terms?
Yeah, it's toppy, but we'll find out.
The wicks
Not
are
if
high.
this is another one of those hot tub and rum bottle trade, isn't it? Not really, because you have
That's
to
a
wait.
bad memory you have with me.
Well, I'm making it
Seven,
all back.
700 contracts.
What if I put on 700 contracts here and let this thing run?
Oh my God. Yeah, this would have been, imagine 150. So we can very easily calculate, huh?
There's no
150.
way. There's no way I would do that. There's no possibility I would put 700 contracts on $4.40, on one trade, maybe on two. All right, this is the interesting point I have to decide. It's made a new low, but that's the little wiggle room that I've given it. The buyer's still pushing up. Now I'm trying to basically read the tape by watching a candle. Push down, keeps pushing up. This is not too exciting for a bullish action. You see, there it is. You saw the buyers again. That's the second time they pushed. That's that wick in the same place.
Okay,
Was it
it's coming down.
Discuss not come to.
252.73. That was twice that hit that 73-cent mark and pushed twice.
40.
Okay, utarna, utarna.
You guys got a hot
Cha never mind. Oatmeal and blueberries.
Piyush, you got a hot mic there, Piyush. Yeah,
252.60. 252.60. That's what.
252.73, 74, right? The bottom of this candle, we saw it twice bounce there. If you're reading the tape, you'll probably see it nicely on the tape. I'm seeing it just by watching what it's doing. And overall, look at everything. Everything's going down or pulling back
Look
considerably.
at Tesla.
Yeah, right. Still bouncing off the level there. Tesla's a mess at the moment. Very difficult to trade. Bouncing off the level, but again, that double top is not a good one, but it's there because the second top is higher than the first. Take a look at that. That's not a reversal setup, not a good reversal setup. Be careful with it. If anything, there's only two possibilities with Tesla. It stays where it is all day or it pushes up a little. It could go down, but it's not a high probability setup in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm still very closely watching this Apple. This thing, man, this is the kind of thing Paras would do. If it drops this 250, 273, exit. Or he would go down, wait for the new buy, and then add again, average down stuff. But he does it differently. Look at that, still at 60K. Spread is still 15 cents. It's probably going to stay there. Come on, let's get a good exit. So now the stop has to be, well, I'm not going to make it lower. It's still, gosh, I don't know where it is. Just tighten it up here. You know what? I'm going to put it there. It's basically still below this candle. No, this candle here. Wait a second. One, two. I can't read this chart. It's too much. I have to put it below these wicks, basically. This is the pullback. This is a lower pullback. This is a new low. And that's it's telling you that the sellers are beginning to show themselves.
Must be profit takers, yeah.
I'd like to think it's just profit takers and not people shorting. But again, yeah, I don't know. You just don't know. You just got to watch the wicks and the candles. Let's put on another trade, shall we? Big reversal on AMD. That's not a good setup either.
Wow, man. Apple literally covered the last 2 days of losses. Wow.
You had losses last 2 days?
No, not me. I'm just saying Apple as a stock.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. It's a huge day. It's
Massive. I mean, if you look at the daily candle, it's massive. It's like,
yeah. It's just taken off the whole consolidation zone. It's just gone from the bottom to the top.
Yes, that's right.
So the absolute top on that is 254. Shit. 254 from here. That's a huge day. I mean, it still very much has that potential. I would not short it up here. No way. I mean, there's no signal that the sellers are in charge at all. It's only that the buyers are a little weaker than they were 30 minutes ago. That's all that we know so far. Nothing else. Nothing else at all. Look at that. I tightened the exit there, but still hasn't stopped me out. I mean, these buyers are just playing the game.
It's 254, Avi. It's heading there. Just almost there.
Telling you 255 all day.
There is nothing after 254. It's open skies then. Sky is the limit.
Let's go. Santa's giving away iPhones for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
The
You
other
gotta
day,
you have to sing some jingles, Avi, this Christmas.
I've got to start being nice to Santa. I've been very
I
bad.
know.
Avi, share some cherries with us too, like man, for the Christmas.
I mean, look at
We
that.
are witnessing this thing. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Hey, we're all here. Let's all do the same thing. It's not.
Massive learning, Dave. Massive
Yeah,
learning, yeah.
that's great, man. We're all learning. We're all here together doing it. There's no stagnation. You just got to keep growing, evolving, and this is only one thing. I don't know. 6 months later, we might be doing something else completely that's bigger. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So,
Well, this is amazing, man. I'm not into the trade, but I am enjoying your trade.
good, man. I'm glad you like it. Good fun.
Let's now cheer for 76K break, yeah? His biggest trade. So let's
that
go.
that was a good one. I mean, I've had some others that are a little bigger, but those are not trades I do in public.
Oh,
Those
okay.
are the other style of trading, which is not really day trading. But I don't do them very often anymore. Those are rare. But yeah, anyways, now it's all here. Look at this. This pullback was perfect. Very healthy pullback. Wicks are about in the same place. It's what you want to see. The buyers are still in charge. The breakout, really, I'll put the new exit at 253 if it breaks this consolidation. Look at this candle, man. It's just going. Still stuck in that consolidation, not willing to go. Not yet. Google, Meta, Tesla, everything pushing up insane. Microsoft, everything. Nvidia still holding there above 134, pushing up. You can see the behavior change here in Apple, right? Completely. Watch it closely. You can see it was very bullish. None of this kind of action. Now it's really exhaustion from the bulls. You can see their exhaustion here. They're tired. And the bears are just maybe beginning to get a foothold. Just maybe. So again, I'm still at the stop right below here. I think that's enough room for now. Let's see if it pushes down and again finds another leg up. Don't know yet. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock already. Supposed to be at a Christmas party an hour ago, but I think it's worth it. I'll let them know. What have you got? Level 2? Picture of level 2. What is this?
That's Apple.
Apple.
Just
Yeah. Oh, look at that. 255, 260. Yeah, big orders overhead.
you guys are wanting to know if there were shorts coming in. I don't see any price action below you, so it must be profit taking.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, thanks. There you go. So
Wow, look at this bookmap, huh? Wow, 255, 256.
so the key is to just survive the pullbacks up to 260. 260 is just insanity, man. Just Look at that. It's not gonna get there today. Highly doubt it, unless it does this kind of candle. This is already again another thing. Like ATR would have exited this trade an hour ago, but you can't trust ATR. I mean, I don't know how to trust it. Doesn't make sense to me. So I don't use anything other than candles.
ATR is 4.56, yeah. So
what would that be? 250-ish. Yeah.
yeah.
That's it. It's double since then. Almost double.
I
There's
think
the yes. There's the wick I like to see. I want to put the stop below that if it still got a few minutes to close. Let it be. Yeah. Real-time price action. Again, the section in the course that I've put where I talk about the different kinds of indicators, right? There's three: past, present, and future. And it's the ones that talk about the present that are the most important, which is nothing more than what is going on right now. What transaction is happening at what price? That's it. Or you can read it on the tape, same thing. And you can add volume to that if you like. That is present indicators. Everything else is past, as in levels, moving averages. Everything is the past. And just like a human being, if you live in the past and you get all depressed, like, oh, that happened to me once upon a time, you screw up your present if you live like that, right? Same thing with the future. If you get all stressed out about the future, you're not going to be happy in the present. You're going to miss out on life, basically. So just taking human nature and bringing it into trading, just focus on the present, which is nothing more than watching this red line on the chart, this candlestick forming. And that's how I've, kind of that's the philosophy behind what I'm doing. That's why I'm leaning into the present completely. I'm not bothered about anything else. And really, if you find a way to live like that, that's amazing. That's what meditation will teach you. So that's the whole thinking about this.
That's very profound, Avi, as far as trading is concerned, for sure.
Yeah, man, it works. So bring in human nature. Yeah. I did a few webinars on this too, how to leverage human nature and stuff like that. So even fractal patterns, the stuff I used to trade, did the talk in Vancouver last time, that's also based on nature. You have fractal patterns and snowflakes, coastlines, human beings, so many things, and how it actually impacts us emotionally. It actually soothes us. So yeah, man, try and look at that stuff. I think it's really good. You see the big buyer who came in, just popped up above that wick. This candle, when it popped up, when it went up, it popped up. It just moved slowly. So that is very significant. So now, definitely, I'm moving the new exit below this wick here. As long as this candle closes decently bullish, let it close. There's still 30 seconds to go. Can already move it below this candle anyway. And then move it to about 865 or something soon. Yeah, let's see. That was a good pop. I mean, this buyer right here that popped this area, what is it, 253.35? The buyer that came in right where the red line is about now. There's a big buyer here. There, it closed. I like it. I'm going to move in the stop tighter. So it's below. I think that might be too tight. This is a consolidation zone, so it could still push down, but we saw that buyer over there. That was big. Again, if you're looking at the tape, you've probably seen a big transaction go through right at 253.35. You probably would have seen that. So, okay, let that sit there. And let's see if this buyer can continue this push. There it is. Interesting. It's like watching the tape, but you just have to watch a candle. Forget about reading every detail on the tape. You get the most of the information you need, you can get it right here. There it goes. Pop, pop. This is where scalpers should get in. Momentum trading right now. Get in
So
with the
what Shane
pops.
shared, the book map shows 255, right?
Yeah, 255. I swear to God, I'm gonna miss this Christmas party tonight, and I'm gonna have to apologize to my friends. But they'll have to understand it's worth it. One of them is actually a hedge fund guy. He works in a hedge fund. So tell him that you should stop hedge fund stuff and start day trading. So this wick is good. Now I do already like this one because we know that's where that buyer is, that 253.35 buyer. So if that buyer drops, I want to be out of it. What is this? Oh, you see, okay, I see the price here is at 912. Yeah. I have to wait for this candle to close, which has still like 3.5 minutes in it. Oh man. You can see a lot of things getting messy up here. Amazon right now, Microsoft right now. Tesla just looks like a dud. Meta. I mean, look at Microsoft and Amazon and Google. All of them have had the same run as Apple, and they're all doing this kind of behavior right now, struggling. But Apple is not struggling as much. I mean, you can see that buyer that came in. We just saw it a few minutes ago. Just pop and push. Excuse me.
Avi, are you trading next week?
I don't think I want to give any of this back. No, 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 no. No, it's Christmas, man. Forget it. Next week, you're not even gonna get smooth price action. It's a half week or whatever. The market's half closed, half open, and the big money's not there. Don't waste your time. Go enjoy with your family. Go live your life, you know? I'm not gonna be here.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. There it goes. I like the look of this. Look at that buyer. 250, 335. I was telling you, look at where that wick is. Just about there. So the stop goes, or the exit goes right below this candle. As long as it stays where it is, closes up there someplace, which 2 more minutes, it looks good. Let's see if the sellers are sitting up here, but nothing on the book. We know that. It's 255 is the next genuine major target.
You're getting there, Avi, 76K. Yeah. Awesome.
Let's see,
Happy
man.
for you.
Let's see.
254.28 is the 2 days high, so I think you should get it.
Yep, yep. Well, let's see.
255 is Shane what shared on the book map, so I think it's heading 255. Let's go, let's go.
55. Makes sense. But even if it hits 255, I'm still gonna not take it off. It's the same strategy. Just trail the price.
Here's the price, yeah.
You know, you don't want to change the strategy based on numbers. You should just stick to the strategy. Stick to the buyers and sellers, bears and bulls. You know, that's what makes it work.
Yeah, the GPS says it's going to go there, but then the kids throw open the back and drop the drinks and get a flat tire, and you never make it.
Yes. That's funny. I've been through all that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely correct. So, yeah, just stay with the real-time
All
stuff.
of us who were in Apple before, I think we exited like in an hour before, right? A couple
Yeah.
of us were in Apple, right?
Yeah. Well, trailing stops. That's what it's called. And there's many ways to do it. I mean, put on a 9 EMA on the 5 minute chart here and see what it looks like. It probably would have given you a similar thing to what I'm doing.
Actually, I have the 9 EMA, and you're absolutely right. That's what it's giving. You're
Yeah.
absolutely
Just keeps bouncing off it basically most of the day.
most of the day, except for 252. That's where it kind of came down, and but very quickly regained it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was earlier, 252 area. All right, in this area. Wow, okay. Where's this candle closed? Oh, wow, it closed. It's done. My goodness. Okay, so now the stops. The exit is here, just about at 9. So look at this. I got in at 445 cost per share. Now my exit's at 9. Return on investment, 100%. You don't get that in any investment. Power of options, huh? Truly the power of options. Okay, so
Come on,
just
everyone. We need to cheer Ravi 256.76. Wow, 1,000 Ravi.
go, let's go,
Awesome.
let's go. Next time I'm putting 500 contracts on this. That's it, man. I'm not gonna mess
Let's
around
go,
with small.
let's go, let's go.
Let's go. Again, if it drops this candle around about 253.10 or so, that's my exit plan, which is, yeah, just about somewhere there. Don't be too greedy. There's a spread. So it should be kind of middle of this candle, approximately, which should be here, 890, somewhere there. I don't like these contracts, but yeah, that's about it. That should look at this pattern. I mean, this is just bullish. Pushes up, does that perfect curve kind of consolidation that even Tesla was doing earlier, which sets up.
I mean, it's not every day you see the whole market move like a small cap.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Like, I
Every
mean,
day.
this is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Not for having not much of a reason, just to do it, just to stop everybody out from yesterday.
Yeah, chop at the
Just
open.
goes.
You know what's interesting? I was telling you guys earlier, look at this. Stop everyone out at the open, as you were saying, Nathan. Like people who are scalping the open ORBs, and this candle was so red down here, like, wow, that's a big move already, ORB. And I was telling you guys, wait for the second move. That's the big one. And that's what we got. This is the first move. And then chop, stop out half the people, day traders graveyard. And that's where the millions are made. Like the hedge fund
Yeah, it's
guys,
just surprising we haven't seen any revisions. Like there's been no revisions yet.
nothing.
It's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you can see it with the price action, just following candles, or even Bookmap will tell you something about that. No orders on the downside, nothing. Liquidity is all just up. So amazing. When you get days like this, again, the only way I know how to take advantage of this is trail the price. And when you don't get days like this, you're trailing the price anyway, so you're always tightening your stop, right? So minimize your risk on choppy days. And that's it. This trailing stop thing makes sense so far.
Hey, Abby, what was your risk at the previous largest, your previous biggest trade?
The
Was
risk
it
on the
on the
trade?
previous 76K?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good question. I think it was close to 20K risk on the trade. So it wasn't as big as this. That's a very good question.
It was
Yeah.
like this risk is nearly 1/4 of that.
Yeah, something like that. This risk is much lower. And that's why this is far better, even if the P&L doesn't end up as good. So that's the key, risk to reward and risk management. The risk management on that was nowhere near as tight as this. The strategy and the way I was trading that stuff, it was okay. It was sustainable, but scarier, much scarier than this. This is, you can just kind of sit down and do this. So yeah, that's a good point. Very, very good point. And let's see, hopefully this becomes bigger.
Hey, let me know when I've got to run here in just a second, but let me know when you get your flight info, what day you're flying in and flying out, so I'll get mine to
Oh yeah,
Vancouver.
Vancouver, yeah. You talking about Vancouver, Nathan?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta plan the ski trip, and looks like we'll be doing it after the summit.
Yeah, I was just looking at
Yeah.
the BBT Telegram.
A lot of guys want to do it
Room,
after,
so
but we
yeah.
gotta figure out how many days we can do it, how many people are in want to do it, so accordingly we can get the right kind of cabin or what we need to do. And it's basically gonna be a bunch of mentors and a bunch of BBT members, and we'll do some mentorship sort of session stuff there. Of course, a lot of snowboarding and stuff. I think that's how it's gonna end up. A bit like Colombia, really, like a mini Colombia trip. All right, I'll let you know. We'll keep
Yeah,
in touch
you're
and
fine.
work this out.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool,
All
All
man.
right.
on
I'm
in,
gonna go head
Avi.
off and
Avi,
Yeah. Yeah. See you, Nathan.
we actually you didn't share anything from Colombia. Like, so I hear we keep on hearing that 700 or 500 contract story. Like, so how it went? Like, so green or red? Like, so what happened in that?
That was red, man. Basically, that was a very chaotic day of trading. For me, at least, it was tough because I had hardware issues with the laptop and the screen. Then I had some software issues. Something was going wrong. It wasn't working. And then the internet was cutting in and out. And then I was trying mentoring people who were sitting at the table with me, as well as trying to be online with you guys. And I ended up trading, just putting on more risk than I normally do, taking setups that were half baked. They were almost there, not quite there. Hold on, I might stop out here. Hold on, that was a pullback. Yeah, that red candle. I'm gonna tighten this up. Give it just a little wiggle room below this candle. So it was chaotic basically. And then so I took a few trades, had some winners, some losses, nothing significant. I think it was mildly red. And then eventually I put on a few setups that I saw. I think about 3 or 4 trades, which added up to about 700 contracts. And it was a bit later. It was like 11 a.m., I think, or 12. And it was the kind of time of the day, where I used to trade. Just put on these trades, put the range orders, and leave it. So I did that, and then I left it. I came back later, and they all stopped out. I'm like, okay, that was it. Um,
Hmm.
so that's basically it. But the issue was really that when I was trading earlier, I took trades that were not there, and I think by the time I took these trades later and left them alone, mentally I wasn't quite there yet. So even those looking back, they probably weren't ideal setups, not the kind that you should put so much risk on. So that was one of the bigger losing days I had in a long, long, long time. It's pretty obvious there, if things are not working, stuff out of your control, like the internet or the software or the cable doesn't connect to the monitor or something, don't trade. Just be there. Don't trade. You don't have to trade. So that was a lesson learned. So, all right, here we go. Here comes the exit. Is this the exit? Waiting for this candle to drop. I'll be out, but you can see the buyers are still there, still there. If that keep holding there, I'll be in it. If not, well, I gotta do this carefully. Got a finger on this trigger that's ready to go. Watch this thing rip up to 255 after I exit here. That's the thing about trading. If you're not fit to trade or if your environment isn't right for your trading, don't trade. Don't trade. Like yesterday, I wasn't fit to trade at all. There was no way I could show up. So I didn't. So that's very, very important. Well, the buyers are there. My stop is still below this candle. If this becomes if this wick stays where it is and the candle closes up, I'll move my stop in, my exit in just below this one. So it'll become a bit tighter. You can see how hard it is to map though, mapping these candlesticks on this. I'm still struggling with it. I don't know where it is. It's very approximate. It's been a long hold, man. What time was it? It was about 10 o'clock. Wow, it's 2 hours already. I don't think I've ever held a trade that long while looking at it. Most people don't anyway. Nvidia, there comes a pop. 135. Shane, you still in that? Are you here? Not even here. That's a pop.
No, I got wicked out at break even on the pullback, but that's okay.
All right. Well, that's good risk
It's
management. Break even is good.
it's time to stop over trading.
Fair enough. Take it easy. It's Christmas.
Yeah, I'm doing journals right now, just listening to you guys.
Cool. Good, good. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this. This is making a cup and handle setup. If it does, that means the low has to come towards 253 or somewhere here before it goes. But I can't look at that. I'm looking at the recent pullback, which should be here, but really I've got my stop here. Let's see how this candle closes. 45 seconds more. Tesla, now it goes, huh? Oh, shit's getting late. I really gotta move quickly. All right, this is the exit, is it? Still finding buyers. You see where the wick is on this candle? It bounced. This is the third time it's bounced. 10 seconds to go on this candle. Everything's going up but Apple.
Yeah, except Apple, yeah.
Nvidia, Tesla, all of it. All right, so the new exit has to be the new low. That's very tight. I don't even know where it is here. It's very hard to judge, but basically if it loses this candle, I shouldn't be in it anymore. It should be here. Because it's
Can you
made
add
up.
a horizontal line and go global, and it should tell you?
Well, that works when the tickers are the same. This is Apple, but this is Apple
Oh,
contract. So that, yeah, I would love to do that, but that's not, yeah, not feasible.
Yeah, put on.
Come on. Might as well just hit the button here. Yeah, I gotta set up a hotkey where it basically sets an alert on this stock chart where if it hits that and the alert gets triggered, it triggers to liquidate the position on the options chart. That's the hotkey I'm trying to create. And I need to get in touch with Kyle for that because he knows how to do stuff like that. And I haven't seen him in a while. I'll try and catch him. Look at this. The buyers are in the same place. This is actually looking very interesting. 235, 253.35 around here was where they were. Now it looks like the buyers are stepping up to about 253.40. Let's see, another test right now. Again, push up. No, there's the down. There's the move down. Nope, there it is. Okay, that's the end of that. Out. Done. Look at that. The realized was about 69, 68, 69K on that trade.
All
All
right,
right.
Aldi.
All done.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. That was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did.
Well, there was got a lot of learning here. We thank you for sharing all this. Appreciate
Of
it.
course, of course. It's a pleasure. We're all learning. We're all doing this together. I mean, this is also new to me, So, all good.
Did you record today, Avi?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great job, Avi.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Actually, I will stop the recording here. Hold on. Where do I stop it? I don't even know how to stop it. Oh, here we go.